100,000 hours of
on
old
YouTube.
stuff. I'll go back and watch that.
It's free on YouTube.
The end.
All right.
I hate it.
Don't spill your drink, man.
What kind of sacrilege is this?
You hit it with your hand.
Did it spill? Did it spill?
It almost did.
Almost, but did it?
Some act
but
of God
did it?
did not.
You're right. So I'm the act.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 43. With me always, always who's with me is Brian.
Hi.
And then we have Jay back. Jay's been with us the fourth episode, Jay.
Yes, that is correct.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
So awesome.
This is going to be awesome. This is a special Thanksgiving episode.
Yeah, I was a last-minute addition because I didn't want to either, die or get a DUI tonight.
Yeah. I know. I thought it was funny because you said you have tentative plans. And I was thinking, oh, he's probably going to go out. And then you're like, I canceled my plans because I don't want to go out.
Yeah, I got off work at 3, and usually getting off work at 3 is a good time to drive home, and there was so many motherfucking people on the road and so many accidents and police cars. I was like, yeah, I don't want to go out anywhere. And thankfully the studio here is only like 5 blocks from my house.
Yeah.
My living room.
I got to go further. I'm 3/4 of a mile. So
Like when I came over here the first time I did it, was really, really nice weather in the summer, and I thought about walking, but then I just didn't want to carry a six-pack
I think
of
that
beer.
was either the weekend before or I think it was weekend before Memorial Day.
Do you, I know the safe thing is to not drink and drive, obviously, but I don't like walking or riding a bike alone with alcohol, like carrying alcohol. I feel like...
It would throw off your equilibrium.
No, I feel like I look like the guy that already has the DUI who has to walk or ride a bike to go get alcohol.
I should tell Alan to get a bike.
Well, it's always the game you play is exercise or DUI every time you see one of them guys.
Yeah.
It's like, is he a drunk or is he just someone trying to get some
Well,
exercise?
here's how you can tell.
They got jeans.
If they look like my older brother, it's a DUI.
If they're wearing a suit and riding a bicycle in the morning, it's probably a DUI.
If they have the kind of shoes that seem like somebody who could either be jogging or riding a bike, it's exercise. Look at the shoes. That's the key.
What year... This is a weird question to ask because it's going to sound real insensitive and bad, but what year did DUIs actually start becoming a big deal? Because when I was 21, they still really weren't what they are now.
I don't know because my brother who's not here tonight, Alan, had one before you ever turned 21.
Okay.
And it was a big deal then also.
When did the Hallmark Channel go on the air?
Well, because I mean,
it's got to be right about then.
There's a direct correlation between the two.
Well,
Moms.
You definitely know, our dad's ages, it wasn't really that big of a deal.
No. But I guess Alan kind of falls in between us.
Yeah.
He's 10 years older than you.
Well, my dad's brother, he said back then if you killed somebody drinking and driving, that was your excuse. I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't drunk. Like, yeah, let him go.
That's a good excuse.
Yeah, you're all right.
Well, people would openly just drive with coolers of beer in the front. You told me a story before, I believe, when you guys used to go on trips. Your dad would have a cooler of beer just sitting there. He would drink them as he was driving on trips.
I remember also, I mean, I'm not that old. I remember being able to ride in the back of pickup trucks.
Yeah.
When I was young. We go to Belle Isle. Is this the New Radicals?
It's the New Radicals, yeah.
Yeah.
I have trouble with this video because...
He's a sex offender, right?
I don't know if he is, but his brother sold me a house.
So he's going to be
politics soon. You ever heard of the mortgage when the bubble burst in 2007, 2008?
Yeah.
His brother sold me that house when we walked away from it.
Are these guys a Michigan band?
He is.
Oh.
Greg Alexander, but his real name is Greg Iudo.
This video sucks.
Yeah. But he says Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson in a really catchy way. Yeah, and he'll kick their asses.
That's like their famous line.
Yeah.
And I thought this was the same band as the band Len that sang Steal My Sunshine for the longest time. I thought it was just the same band. I didn't know any about it. I mean, they both suck, so.
They do.
Do you guys remember when everyone thought Creed was Pearl Jam?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a new because I quit listening to Pearl Jam and all grunge for a while, And then Creed came out, and I thought it was Pearl Jam, like, actually, and not just saying I thought they were similar. I thought it was Pearl Jam, just like, well, they're not as, musically good as they used to be, but sounds okay, I guess.
You can go one step further in, I think when Stone Temple Pilots came out with Plush, people thought that was Pearl Jam.
They did, that's true.
Yeah. And that was because I think Pearl Jam just came off the success of 10, and I don't think they released Verses yet, or they might have.
I think Stone Temple Pilots' first album was 93.
How old were you when you realized they weren't from Seattle?
So Vitalogy would have been out even at that point.
I was like 30 when
Vitalogy's 94, I believe.
When I was 30, I realized they were from San Diego.
Which band?
Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, yeah.
They're not from... I literally thought till I was about 30 they were from Seattle.
Because most of us lumped them in with that Seattle grunge thing, even though they really weren't.
Yeah, they always were a little bit more psychedelic and like... Actually, they're actually one of the more diverse bands that you really have. Like, them and Smashing Pumpkins. I mean, if you don't like Billy Corgan's voice, whatever, I do. But, I mean, you can't shit on the variety of music that band puts out.
They do change it up.
I can.
It's Stone Temple Pilots was like that, too, because the first two kind of sound like a little bit like everybody else, and then Tiny Songs, Vatican.
Yeah. He tried to channel, like, Bowie more on that one, more like... I don't know what
they had, like
glam.
Lady Picture Show and a couple other things on it.
But I always liked when they did a little more like stripped down with like the folky stuff, like Pretty Penny, like songs like that. Like and even when they're unplugged when Weiland's in that big ass rocking chair.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking awesome. Like
when they did the cover of the Led Zeppelin song on the tribute album Iconium, they did
what song was it?
They didn't do Dire Maker. What'd they do?
I have no idea.
That's Puff Daddy covered that. You think of Puff Daddy?
You'd be my one and only. I can't think what song it is. It's a Led Zeppelin song they did. They did it really well.
I think the creepiest unplugged ever is Lane Staley sitting there dying literally from drug use. And he was just sitting there like singing. He sang perfectly during all that whole performance, but he's...
dancing days.
The drug use is just taken over.
It was just eating away at him. His body was rotting.
Yeah.
That was the worst.
The weird thing, too, is like...
Really good performance, though.
It was.
Someone needs to just do that, not under the... I mean, it's going to be the same formula, like Unplugged, because there's so many bands that would be awesome for that, but MTV doesn't care to do that with the bands that you want to see.
They don't do anything.
Like we were just saying, like, how awesome would a Smashing Pumpkins Unplugged be? That'd be fucking cool. I'd dig that.
Yeah, I would, too.
Are there any rock acts even on MTV anymore?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Who are they going to have do it? Takeshi?
Get it away from MTV.
He's in jail, isn't
he? He's a snitch.
I remember, like, because that's the colorful-haired dude, right?
The one that snitched on everybody.
Yeah. But, like, when I was young, I liked rap because I was afraid of it. Like
NWA and stuff?
Well, just all of it. Even, like, the Death Row stuff. It was, like, you were kind of like, this is a world of, like, gang members, and, like, it's a world I don't live in, and I was scared of, like, rap, and I was like, that's why I liked it. And now it's like they all look like My Little Pony.
Dude, it's
tattoos.
so bad. Oh my God, it's the Verve Pipe, Michigan's own.
Saw Tesla down there too.
What's going on, Ben? The strange voice is Jay. He's been here a few times before.
Jay
is strange as in my voice is strange, or I'm not known.
I think he's not used to you.
Maybe both. I don't know.
I might be coming out with a little something. I'll be sure to get it all over this microphone and these headphones.
Actually, ironically, you and then there's another guy that came over named Jay, and you're the only two people that actually have a radio voice.
Yeah.
You both have deep voices.
You guys got good voices for radio.
We talked about this. Like, I don't like how my voice sounds because it sounds deeper to me.
That's not a problem, Jay.
No, it should. That's more bass on the radio is a good thing.
You don't want to sound like a fucking 15-year-old like me. Hey guys,
well, I'll
kick your ass.
Well, the weird thing is like Valeni has a really good radio voice in 97.1.
Yeah.
But, like, when he calls in from his own cell phone to like the Carson Anderson show, it does not even sound like him.
Yep.
At all.
I know. It's weird. See, I'd rather have your voice than listening to mine, and I sound stuffed up all the time.
Well, me and Brian are both overweight and have allergies, so we breathe heavy into the mics, and we
do
talk.
too, though.
Yeah,
well, we're going on 3-ish weeks now of me not sneezing. Well, I've sneezed, but I've done it the real.
What's that cat next to you going to do, though?
Polite way. I don't have any allergies to cats. I really don't have any allergies. But what they did was when they did that cauterizing.
Oh yeah,
they must have it must have been further up than I thought because there's like a scab in my nasal passage, but like under my eye.
Yeah,
where like I can feel it like. like right here, and it feels like you just stuck gravel up my nose.
Yeah, we didn't get into that. We didn't get to talk about your excessive nosebleeds.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound fun. You messaged me a few times about it, but...
Well, it's one of those things like people are like, yeah, it's pretty common. Okay, well, I don't know shit's common until I have to fucking deal with it myself.
Yeah, when it's gushing out of your nose uncontrollably for hours and days at a time, you probably got worried.
Well, you also,
being bedridden and scared, very common.
Well, you also get this like passive aggressiveness from medical staff. Hey, you are numb to this because you fucking see it all the time because that's your fucking job. Yep. Some of us are a little fucking concerned over here.
Yeah, the 3 people that died in this emergency room here, just I don't want to be one of them. I mean, they got to brush it to the side.
Yeah, it started off with like once a month I would get like a nosebleed, but I could get it under control. Then it was like once every 2 weeks, a little harder to get under control. Then once a week, and then I just had one where I couldn't get it to stop before at work one day. Finally got it to stop, went to work, and it was always in the morning and never, thankfully, in public, always at home.
Yeah.
But then the last one I had, I bled for 6 hours to where I was getting lightheaded and like really foggy. My vision was getting fucked up because I lost so much blood. Because I'm not talking about just like a casual little line of blood. I'm talking about a full-on faucet of red coming out of my nose. It's
very common. Very, very common.
It only happened to me once in public, but it was in school when I was in high school. And, because we all went to the same high school, the second floor... Yeah. The main stairs, the double stairs at the front of the building that face the side street. To the right of the library, there's a boys' bathroom there, across from where the Spanish classes were and stuff. At the time when I went there, Spanish classes. And it was during lunch, or it was just after lunch, and I went in there and it would not stop. And then it kept on bleeding. People kept on coming in there, and there's no doors on the stalls, so it's not like you can hide from people. They can all see you. Yeah. And one guy called one of the hall monitors in and said, "This guy's nose is bleeding like crazy." And then he started saying, "I think he was doing coke in here."
That's the thing. You can't have a medical ailment. Like, you ever hurt your wrist?
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking jerking off too much? Yeah.
It can't just be it happened.
Yeah, you can't just have a sore wrist.
Were you jerking off? That's the question.
Other guys. Well, it was such a weird angle, jerking off another guy.
Well, that's kind of a dumb question because we all do that. So I don't know. Like, were you jerking off? Yeah.
That's not what caused this.
That's not what happened.
Yeah, like
forgot about the verve pipe.
So you know what? Another thing, Jay, that you actually brought up a good point. You know how the people they have certain stock responses for something. Another one is if you drop something and it turns into Def Comedy Jam. Oh, there's like fucking like, dude, can I just drop something in peace? Fucking turns to fucking Martin Lawrence running up the stairs on me.
The one I always hate is if you go somewhere and you use somebody's bathroom and you're in there for a few minutes, and then you come out like, "You're taking a shit in there?" I'm like, it's a fucking bathroom.
Yeah,
what else am I going to do in there?
Kitchen?
Idiot.
I got to admit that I have a little bit of that delusional thinking when you go into like a public restroom. I can't believe you're shitting in here, dude. And it stinks when you're only when you're peeing though. If you had to shit, you'd just do it. But
you know what though? It sounds stupid, but I always try to do like stealth shitting. Like, I don't want people to hear me actually dropping shit into the toilet.
I'll see it. Sometimes you get that like machine gun fart too that you can't control. Yeah. It's just like.
Well, and if you try to like squeeze it out so it's not as loud, that's when you get the high pitched, and everybody can hear it no matter what. It just echoes in there. What is this video?
I got to briefly acknowledge Ben, Phil, and Michael are all in here.
Oh, sweet.
And Phil, we don't want to talk about that damn hockey game.
We're not going to talk.
We're not going to talk about it.
There is no hockey game.
It's fucking bad. It's bad.
What's this bad band that's on TV now?
What is it?
Vertical Horizon, isn't it?
I don't know. It looks like it sucks.
It's like David Draymond Light.
Oh, no, it's, believe me, I was right.
Isn't that a phone company?
No, it's Verizon. Oh, yeah, you kind of.
Got them.
Kind of. They just combined their name.
I hope that's how that company got their name. Well,
Verizon.
we really liked this band back in the 90s that were fucking terrible, so we decided to name our phone company
Vertical Horizon, Verizon. We've got it.
Nailed it.
What is this band? Artist to Watch?
So we still have potential.
The name of that band was Sports Team.
Sports Team? Is this Jeremy Piven?
Tonic.
Oh. He just did stand-up comedy, I guess. And
the Magic Bag or something.
I can't imagine that was good.
I can't either.
Like, I like Piven the actor.
Yeah.
Stay in your lane, man.
Yeah,
you're not a stand-up comic, man.
Not everyone can be Brendan Schaub.
Oh, God.
So this isn't Jeremy Piven sitting here?
It's definitely not Jeremy Piven. It's Louis C.K. without facial hair. Tonic, always playing their acoustic-y type.
So what, we got one more hour where we could potentially lose power because our neighborhood's grid fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yours does. Mine's solid.
I can't believe we haven't lost power. We have internet. I have full, ping. Everything's great.
I had a slight flicker and got me a little nervous, so I went and took a shower real quick because I wanted to get that out of the way.
Well, when we lost power the last time, I had to sleep without my CPAP machine. So it was cold and no fucking sleep apnea support. So I woke up with the worst sore throat ever because I'm just not used to it. It was killing me. Oh, Chris is here. The Red Wings are not playing tonight.
Nope, there's no Red Wings game tonight.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is I told the guys for my Slack group I'm going to start watching the Red Wings so I have something to argue with them about. And I have no masculine hobbies anymore. I don't do any sports. So I'm like, I'm going to start following hockey.
Podcasting is masculine.
And then tonight I follow it. I'm like, I'm going to keep, what's the score, Brian? He's like, you don't want to know. I'm like,
you do not want to know still.
So I'm still the kiss of death. People need to understand anything that I follow, it goes bad. I'm the worst.
Just don't watch any college football on Saturday, please.
I haven't watched Michigan since they started winning.
Yeah. In fact, I turned it on the other day when they were playing Indiana. I'm like, I'll watch a little bit. And I swear to God, I turned it on and they just got an interception. They didn't do shit with it. They started sucking as soon as they turned it on. I'm like, nope, turned it off. They scored. Turned it back on. The other team scored. I'm like, nope, turned it off. And finally, when I checked it later, they won by 25. So
is this the last weekend of college football?
Yeah, but it's them in Ohio State.
Yeah, but that's the last weekend of
unless they somehow make the playoff, which I don't see happening. But
no, I didn't mean for just Michigan. I mean for just in general.
No, they have conference tournament or conference championships and stuff.
Yeah, like that stuff. But the end of the regular season.
End of the regular season, and then the bowl game because they'll definitely get a bowl game coming up. But God, he really does look like Louis C.K., man.
It's funny because he was talking about losing that power when we did a couple weeks ago, and I remember it was the week of Halloween because Janine's like, "You want to carve pumpkins?" And we have our stupid little traditions. I'm like, "Yeah, let's carve some pumpkins. I'll go get some after work." And I think Halloween was on the Thursday, and I went on the Tuesday. No fucking pumpkins anywhere. So
really?
I bought a honeydew and a pineapple, and we carved those. And the power went out mid-carve of that. So we had lanterns and candles, and I don't know if you have bad insulation, but my house was fucking comfortable. There's just nothing to do there. It was fucking boring. So
yeah. See, we haven't. I think we've lost power once in the 3+ years we've been in my house.
Well, you're by the cop shop, man.
Well,
yeah, that's true.
Then they had the nerve to send me a letter in the mail apologizing for the bad service.
Yeah, they sent to him too.
And I was like, fix it. I don't know. What the fuck?
You know what? I'm sorry. You know what? I did forget about this, and it was last summer, not this past summer, but last summer, 2018. Every day for about a month at one point during the summer, it wasn't a month, maybe 2-3 weeks, we would lose power. It'd brown out.
It's the central air.
That's what we thought too.
It is, yeah.
But it was nobody else. It's just our part of the grid.
Oh.
It was the five. It was well, your parents are still over there, so it was people on your parents' street, and maybe it affected your parents too.
Yeah, they were getting little brownouts.
Yeah,
and
it happened every single day for 3 weeks. It must have been rolling. Maybe it was rolling brownouts, but
that sounds like code for diarrhea.
But then when you asked DTE or whoever it was, DTE, yeah, they're like, nope, there's no brownouts in the area. So it's what the hell's happening then?
Yeah, the fucking DTE app, because everything wants you to go to their fucking app nowadays, and that's fine, I get it. It's the way of the future, but your app fucking sucks. If anybody from DTE is listening, your app sucks. Because every time I go to report a problem, my status says I have power, and no, I fucking don't. I'm in a dark house with nothing to do, and I don't have power.
I'm not imagining this.
And then you check later, and it gives you this weird window of time with here's when it'll be back on. And they usually overestimate it, which is good. It'll be back on in 5 hours, and an hour your power goes back on.
I'd rather them do that, too.
Yeah.
Your power's going to be back on February. Then later on the day, you're happy.
Whoa.
That way you're oh, they did a good job.
Yeah.
You overestimate and then get it done in less.
Then they sent
under promise, over deliver, right?
Correct.
Well, then they sent a survey to my phone, and I literally just gave it the lowest scores possible.
Yep.
But it's a fucking monopoly. Where else am I going to get power?
There's nothing.
And don't say the fucking sun, because...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've seen people living off the grid. They have that power, and it works, man.
Is that the singer Monster Magnet?
No, it's Tesla.
I remember they have those shows about people that live off the grid, and then you find out like you read up on it, and then they get like called out by their haters, like that prove that they actually work regular jobs and shit for income, and they don't really. They're like they might live in the woods, but they drive 30 miles to where there are people.
Yeah,
it's actually all bullshit.
It sounds like Bear when he stays out in the wilderness but gets picked up by helicopters after the show's done filming, goes to the Marriott or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, one show was like Surviving Alaska or something like that.
That's the worst one.
It was Jules' family.
Is that about
the singer
about
Jewel?
Women with rape and all the population of men that's over there? It's
no.
Actually, Jules' family, the Kilcher family.
Jules' actual family had a show, and they did a bunch of stage setup shit, like shooting wolves that they didn't need to shoot and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was horrible. Steve Ranella didn't say their name, but he called it out on Rogan.
I like Steven Ranella.
Yeah, Ranella's cool. He's from Michigan.
I didn't know that, actually.
He's from Michigan?
Yeah, I didn't know he was from Michigan.
Yeah,
at all.
He is. He's from like I forgot the name, like West Branch area where Frank's cabin was.
Yeah.
Do other states get excited about hearing about people from their state, as Michigan people do?
I'd say Montana would.
I think it's more of a not excitement, just as like, hey, somebody from here actually did something good.
But like Dave Coulier and Jeff Daniels get treated like fucking Brad Pitt around here.
Dude, that Dave, we talked.
I can see Daniels.
Jeff Daniels makes sense to me,
but not Coulier.
Was it the
he
last
did
time you were
Alanis
here?
Morissette, though.
Was it you when I was here? We were talking about Coulier coming back and then making like a big fucking deal about it, or was it just me and you?
It's always like
they were doing photo shoots of him at Travis and shit.
Travis,
that little one there in downtown St. Clair Shores.
Yeah,
there's like it's like him like having a burger, and it's like the picture
a burger, having a burger.
Phil said I love hearing about the Osmonds because he's from Utah.
Oh yeah. The good old Osmonds. What about the Romneys? Don't you have Romneys there, too?
Did you know them people that were killed by the cartels down in Mexico there, Phil?
Wait, so Mitt Romney's from Michigan, though, isn't he?
He was born here, but I think...
But I've actually seen him in my work before. Jacked.
Really?
Mitt Romney's jacked. Like, for his age.
Huh.
Really?
Yeah. He had some arm. He had this tight, like, golf shirt on. Glorious arms.
He's pretty tall, ain't he?
Yeah.
He's a tall guy.
He was a really nice guy.
He's a beautiful man.
And actually, I think about that. He did have family that lived in Utah, but he was from... Wasn't he the governor of Massachusetts or some shit?
I have no idea.
He was, and his dad was the governor here.
Yeah, but somehow there's a Utah connection there, too.
Mormon.
Just because they're Mormon. I just assumed they're from Utah.
Is that a movie, The Utah Connection?
Yeah.
Like Miami Connection?
It's like the Miami Connection's a fantastic movie.
Which takes place in Orlando, I thought it did the whole time.
Yeah, but the people that came up to cause trouble were from Miami. That's the Miami Connection.
You know, you guys were playing songs on here in between, like when we go take piss breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
You need to find that song from Miami Connection. We're talking about just being best friends the whole time.
Oh, God, it's so good.
That song is so fucking good.
If you've never seen the Miami Connection, you need to watch it.
We'll get copyright written strict.
Yeah, I know, because I wanted you to play Love Take Me Down to the Streets, but...
Yeah, but you're not making any money off this, so...
That's true, but if you get too many offenses, then they watch you, and then the next time someone says a slur on here, I'm done.
Well, on a technicality, you could do it, because this is considered like internet radio, and you can play certain things for a certain amount of time.
It's actually the only thing that would matter is the YouTube.
When he puts
I
on
can
YouTube.
do anything I want here.
Dude, that's the funniest thing that's ever been said here is next time someone says a fucking slur, I'm done.
Yeah. Well, believe me, it happens on here, Jay.
It's funny that you say that because do you guys know about Jim Cornette?
Oh yeah,
we talked about it.
Yeah.
All right, but I was just watching AEW wrestling before I came over here.
Yeah.
And fucking JR is a great guy for commentary on wrestling.
Yeah.
But this chick came out, this Asian chick, and she's got a mustache painted on and a very flamboyant outfit on. And JR just goes, "Wowie wow, Freddie Mercury's never looked more oriental." So he's probably gonna.
They're from the 80s.
He's probably gonna lose his job.
Probably gonna lose. Yeah. What was I watching?
I bet you can't drive worth a shit.
We're not stereotyping, but Asian
that
women don't know how to
sideways.
drive. Wow.
I'm gonna blindfold her with dental floss.
So we talked about this briefly. I don't even think we talked about it on the air. I talked about it afterwards, watching old episodes of Scooby-Doo to fall asleep because I've seen them all.
Oh, no.
No, not you. Me and him on Saturday when we were here with Alan. But I watch old episodes of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? to fall asleep. Like if I want to take a nap or something.
Because every episode's the same. They're all
pretty much the same.
Formulaic.
But I got to the one where
like Asian people's
they needed
looks.
Daphne somehow was like, I'm going to buy this fancy Asian mask from this Oriental shop, and that's what it's and it was like, and it says Oriental Curio Shop or something. And I'm like, huh. Well, it is 1970. I guess you can get away with that. And then Scooby wants to help them the gang get away from these two Asian henchmen in these masks. So he walks into a Chinese laundry and he starts speaking in Scooby gibberish, but also fake Chinese. He's like, ching dong ching.
I'm picturing just Chappelle.
It's
doing the Asian voice.
It is, but with Scooby Doo's speech impediment, if you will, doing that, and then something else happened later. Oh, him and Shaggy were trying to trick the henchmen, so they set up a fake Chinese restaurant, except it said Oriental restaurant. And then they did the, oh, so sorry type thing. And they had buck teeth and everything. It was like, I'm like, the only thing they didn't have was yellow skin. It would have been like the end of it.
You have Oriental. We are Occidental.
Yeah.
So like they need to start calling us that.
Because usually my dad wore a condom. That time it was an Occidental.
But Occidental means honky lips. Us.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
How did South Park become so immune to all of this?
Don't know.
Like, it's pretty amazing.
They get away with literally everything.
I mean, everything that everybody else is getting in trouble for is still going on in South Park regularly.
Yep.
I think there are certain people that are beyond the pale, like you can't do anything. They've been doing it too long or something.
And it's how you act when you are called out on shit. Like, some of these people turn into total, like, worm boys. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Where, like, people like Trey Parker, Matt Stone are like, fuck off. Like, leave us alone. We've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
Well, the public apology is the first step to you're done.
Oh, yeah.
You go like, I'm so sorry if I offended any member. Then the sharks just feed on you.
Why did you just sound like a Middle Eastern person? I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. But if you start apologizing, you're done.
I thought about that. I thought about us doing a fake apology for referring to mentally handicapped people as retards last week.
Yeah.
And I was
We'd be done.
We'd be done. We're not going to issue any apologies. I don't know if you heard the episode.
Only a retard would try to shut us down.
But Mike was talking about how, they'll be playing like a basketball game and they'll have a kid who has Down syndrome or something come in and have him come in and play a couple plays and like take a shot and maybe make the shot. And they're like, yeah, it's great. He wants them to stop doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, I want the Down syndrome person to get schooled.
Why, are you sick of crying? Because it's so touching.
I'm sick of people that are weak.
You need a killer instinct.
I mean, it's pandering, but I guess like I try to think about it that it's for just that person.
That's true.
Like, right? Like, it's not supposed.
What about the guy that was undefeated until he let the kid pin him? That was retarded.
That did happen too.
And then, instead of 200 he's 199 and 1.
Oh, well, that's just gay.
He still,
I'm just kidding.
He still was the number one wrestler in his weight class in his state, and also won a state championship. So loss didn't make a difference.
Please tell me you guys watched the South Park with the transgender athletes.
The Macho Man.
Yeah,
I heard. I haven't seen it.
It's fucking hilarious.
I'm literally 8 seasons behind on South Park.
If you just want to cherry pick episodes,
I should.
That's a good one to pull from for sure.
And they show them on Hulu the next day too. So
I still go back to the World of Warcraft one. That's my favorite.
South Park Studios, I think, is the other thing online where you can watch all in an order, like any episode you want.
I do that sometimes too, but it's right there. I'm on Hulu a lot.
I'm just fascinated by the fact that they're just immune to anything, and what they can do is they can take whatever was the outrage that week and make that the episode, and it does well.
Yep.
Like, it's fucking weird.
I know. I see. I think I figured out what it is they're time travelers, and they know what's going to happen before it happens. That way, they've already got it planned out. They just kind of wait for it to happen. Like, oh, here we go. They don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but they know it's going to happen.
They know it's going to drop.
Geniuses, though. But it really is how you handle the criticism too. Like, when you don't apologize and you stand your ground, and you also have been doing this for 20 years and have millions of dollars.
They just don't care.
That helps out. Because you'll see people like for every comedian that kind of like turtles up and like is like, oh, I'm so sorry, like an Aziz Ansari, who I still like. You have people that aren't really a big name, like a Michael Ian Black, who's like
just doesn't care.
He doesn't care, and he'll fucking tell you. He's like, no, I'm not fucking apologizing for shit. But he's not a big enough name to help turn the tide.
Unless you're like some of us who've seen The State and some of the other shows he's been in, you probably don't even know who he is.
And you'd like to think people
Viva
like
variety.
We talked about like Chappelle, like Bill Burr, but those guys just seem to exist in their own like bubbles. Like they don't really care about making things. They care about commenting on it, but I don't think they care about making the change. Like
but even if they did, there's no. There's two other guys that there's usually no repercussions at all for whatever they say.
Well, that last Chappelle stand up was amazing.
Yep,
and it got critically bashed because it was so. It was all the same thing Chappelle's made a career out of, but now it's a big deal.
Yep.
Now we need to call him a bigot and like I
mean, there was a lot of critics that did like it, and most comedians loved it. Thought it was fantastic.
It's got all you need to do is look at the user ratings of things.
Don't ever look at the critics.
What the people think is much more important than what a critic. A critic goes in with a bias, and they're going to hack it apart through their worldview.
Well, it's been weaponized. Like critics and reviews have been weaponized. Like we talked about this with like the whole thing with the Joker thing. Like that was a conscious effort to shit on that movie, and it has become the biggest fucking R-rated movie ever.
Yep.
Well, so fuck it. Like
it is.
Yeah. The thing is, when these people that sit around and they're like a critic, like that's their job. Like I don't understand why anyone even cares what they think. They should just put the fucking movie out. And then you word of mouth, like with your friends and everything, means a lot more to me than anything a critic would say. Because a critic, like I said, a critic is always going to have an internal bias. They have a worldview. They view things a certain way, and then see it through that prism.
It's not even them now, though. It's the entity they work for that has the agenda, and you're not going to even get the spot to write it up or talk about it unless you fit what that coming from the top down wants you to say.
Yep.
Like I told you guys, like the Rolling Stone thing has never been more obvious. Like every single thing is fuck Trump. Like no matter what it is.
Like you said, that Taylor Swift song is like, Taylor really. She ain't saying shit about Trump.
What's the big movie that came out this week or the week before? Like what's the big movie that came out?
Frozen 2.
Frozen 2. I will guarantee if you read the review about that, they'll be like, in a Trump climate. Like they'll just
they'll have something in there.
Something about Trump.
Well, it's not as frozen because of the climate change, but you know what I'm saying.
Might not be that overt, but yes. What is this?
This is Tesla again.
Still Tesla?
It's back to Tesla. Yeah.
It looks. Like
speaking of Tesla,
Patty
you guys
Smith.
love that truck?
Oh my god, the Cybertruck's the worst thing I've ever seen.
The Cybertruck looks like a Lamborghini that had some steroids and then went gay.
It's so bad. It kind of looks like the Wraith, but also stupid.
Yeah, that thing got hammered. I like how you can just call something a truck, I guess.
It is big. It's actually bigger than an F-150.
It pulled an F-150, therefore it's a truck.
Well, it's bigger than the F-150, though. If you watch that video, it's actually bigger.
Well, I was very curious about the interior pictures.
What's the metal made out of that fucking thing?
The metal that Tom DeLonge talks about for the spacecrafts. I hope.
Is it really?
No, it's...
I don't know anything about metallurgy, so I couldn't tell you.
It's probably something that Elon Musk invented.
I like how when Tom DeLonge was on Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan's people were just shitting on him. Why didn't you challenge him? And I kind of, I shit on Rogan a lot, but you can't just get in everyone's shit that comes. Like, you have to let them say their piece, right? Like
that's what they're there for.
Yeah, if I'm going to have you, like, tell me about your book. You're like, that ain't true, you motherfucker. Like,
you got to let people talk.
You know, you turn in, if you do that, you just turn into Bill Maher.
Yeah.
Because Bill Maher fucking sucks because even if I agree with what he says, here's the format of his show. Here's my point of views. Let me get 2 or 3 people that share those. Let's get one person that doesn't, and let's just beat the fuck out of them for an hour.
Yep.
It's fucking stupid.
He had Dan Carlin on a few weeks ago, who's my favorite. And,
Carlin's cool.
I didn't get to watch it, but I guess Carlin didn't get to say much at all. But that's what it's like.
I don't even know why you would go on that show if you're the opposing
he was because he was going to talk about some of the history stuff, but also his book that came out, and he didn't get much chance to talk about anything.
The sad fact is, to go on Maher's show and get your voice out, you have to be an equally arrogant prick like Ted Nugent and yell louder.
Yeah.
When Ted goes, I'll tell you something, and they would just argue. Otherwise, there's no point in going on that show.
I agree.
He's going to shit on you.
That's why when people shit on Rogan for doing that, actually interviewing people and letting them say what they want to say, I don't understand it because that's what it's about. It's what you're supposed to do.
I never liked Bill Maher's personality, even if I agreed with something he said. I just thought it was so smart.
You just hate him.
And douchebaggy.
Same thing. I've agreed with some of his points many times, but I hate him.
I actually agreed with him when he had Affleck on, and they were talking about the refugees and stuff like that, and just like the immigration, all that stuff like that. And Ben's like, these people are. If for some reason Bill Maher decided to take the other point of view and was like, we need to like go harder in this, and Affleck's like, these people have families, they're people too, and it's like, what are we even watching here at this point? We're watching two people that usually would share the same point of view, arguing against it and fighting about stuff, and then
it's there's been many times where, not many times, there are quite a few times where Maher said something that I absolutely like word for word agreed with, but just looking at his stupid fucking face, I'm like, I agree with you, but fuck you, man. Oh God,
what is that
hair?
What is that?
I don't know. I don't get it.
It's like the hair from the fucking painting in Ghostbusters 2.
It is Vigo the Carpathian's hair.
The only thing Bill Maher ever did that I really liked is when Eric Estrada knocked him out.
I like that
unintentionally. He did the yay, and he fucking hit his face, and Maher went like out like a sack of potatoes.
It wasn't even like an actual good hit. It just kind of clipped him, and he's just like out.
Yeah, Maher's definitely was not designed for battle.
The other thing I liked is when he dressed up as the crocodile hunter for Halloween. And he just had a barb sticking out of him with the blood around it.
Oh.
He's Steve Irwin. But he did it like a month after he died.
I didn't know that Steve Irwin was so young when he died.
Oh, yeah.
Like 44?
Yep.
Something like that? Yeah.
Yep.
His fucking kids look just like him.
Yep. It's crazy.
It still stings to this day.
Stings to this ray. I thought that outfit was arguably hilarious.
What's that?
When he dressed up as Irwin for Halloween. Everybody's like, "Oh, that's in poor taste." I'm like, I thought it was hilarious.
Well, South Park did that too. They had the Halloween episode, and then Satan's having the Halloween party, and all of a sudden, like some guy's like, "Hey, Satan, look, this guy's dressed up like Steve Irwin." And Satan's like, "Oh, a little soon, isn't he?" He's like, "No, Satan, it's me." And he was in hell. He wasn't even a guy in costume.
Why would Steve Irwin be in hell?
I don't know.
That's just them trying to get a rise out of people.
There definitely was.
That pisses me off more than Maher's outfit.
There definitely was an episode though where of the Crocodile Hunter where Steve Irwin like jumped on the back of this gator in the back of a pickup truck that was like tied up in ropes. He's like, "This is in the animal's best interest," and starts pounding it in the fucking dome with fists. Like,
good.
Phil, we don't care about the 6-0 final. Doesn't matter.
Well, how about this? Our defense held them after midway through the second.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
6-0.
We D'd up. We D'd up when it mattered.
They didn't score again.
So this is no better than it was last season.
No.
But like everyone, how do I explain this? Like everybody loves Yzerman.
Yep.
But if this doesn't go well, he's going to get the Dumars treatment.
In his defense, I mean, he's still playing with a lot of people. He's got a few people he brought along, but a lot of them are the same people.
Hebrew? What?
He brought a lot of people on. Hebrews.
He's a Jew.
He's got a lot of Hebrews.
We'd have a lot of money on that team.
Yeah,
but I don't know if Blashill's the guy.
In basketball or hockey fans.
Sorry. Hey, you okay?
No, it's still doing it. Killed her.
We're getting electrocuted.
I don't know if anybody.
All right. Sorry about that, guys.
Didn't
mean to do that.
None of us have any hair now because we're all electrocuted.
Yeah. I forgot what
if you didn't have a brain tumor before, you do now.
I think you got a couple of people that think that Yzerman is going to turn this thing around right away are stupid.
Hockey fans are more sympathetic and less fickle than basketball fans too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm not expecting Yzerman. I didn't even want Yzerman to be here really because I never want to have a bad thing to say about Yzerman. And if on a long enough timeline, unless he wins a championship and then just leaves, it's gonna have a point where it goes sour.
Yeah, it could.
It has to.
To me, he's got to bring in all his own personnel. Blashill's not his personnel.
Okay,
he was just a stopgap for this season.
I'm going to read viewer/people that are going to talk later on the show comments.
Yeah.
Stevie Y knows how to construct a team. I wouldn't freak out yet. He inherited a shit show. That's from Phil.
He did. He knows how his teams always do well in the regular season.
Blashill sucks.
And Blashill, I don't know if Blashill sucks. I don't know if Blashill's right now. Blashill's a hell of a, what's it called? AHL? coach?
Yes.
He's good for the Griffins. He's not good for the
What
NHL.
about the goofballs that say bring back Babcock?
Yeah.
I hope they do not do that.
Chris says Yzerman will right the ship. It will take time.
It will.
And Phil, being in full character, says, "'Cause we white." I don't know what that means.
When did they hire him? May?
Yzerman?
Yeah, April.
Something like that.
I think it was April.
It was after the season.
It was definitely April there. Because they definitely didn't, well, obviously didn't make the playoffs.
I think the 6-0 loss is directly correlated to me wanting to start watching hockey.
You didn't even actually physically watch anything.
But me thinking about doing it caused it. I'm the kiss of death. Bobby, he won't even let me watch Michigan football with him.
Yeah.
So you can't be around because every time I'm around, shit goes south.
It's true.
Well, there's a lot of stuff coming out now. Players talking about Babcock now that he's unemployed.
Oh, yeah.
They feel like they can, give a little dirt.
Yep.
And it sounds like he was big on using like psychological tactics to turn players on one another, which
awesome.
Is kind of interesting.
I personally, he was an okay coach when he was here. Obviously, he won a cup. They did well. They won a President's Cup a few times.
There is something to be said for tough love, but if players really just don't like the guy as a human being, then you're kind of, and you can't just like kill the morale of a bunch of young dudes. And also, if he didn't want to be here for the rebuild, that's why he left originally. The fuck's he want to come back here now for?
I don't think there's any chance he comes.
No,
back
that never would happen.
I don't think it happens, and I hope it doesn't happen. But
he will get another job in the NHL.
Oh yeah,
as a head coach.
You know what? Yeah. Someone made a good point. If they were smart, they don't start playing yet. But the Seattle club should pick him up now.
Yeah,
and just hold on to him because they don't start playing until 2021.
21, yeah.
Yeah. But get him now and just start building slowly, figuring out what you're going to do.
Are they going to play in the arena that the Supersonics played in?
Yeah, they were doing a big remodel.
Okay, because I've seen that arena in person, not the interior of it, the exterior of it.
I think they are.
It looks like a fucking library. It's small because I guess it's really like it's all underground.
It's all underground
level. Yeah. But I mean, it's called Key Arena. And
I think that's the one. Phil would know better than I would.
Yeah, Key Arena, like we saw it when we were in Seattle, and it's fucking tiny, like from the outside, and it's a very weird design. Like no other place looks like that I've ever
think
seen.
It was an expansion and a remodel. They're going to add seats. It's still going to be a relatively small arena, but they're talking like 18,000 seats.
Back to the party chat. Phil says Babcock got the reins from Scotty Bowman. He didn't do fuck all after Bowman's players left.
I mean, Dave Lewis got the reins first, then Babcock got the reins. Scotty Bowman's been gone for 15 years now, buddy. So
Chris says Yzerman will not bring back Babcock back. I agree.
Oh no,
and I don't even know hockey, and I agree.
Yeah, you're forgetting there was a coach in between there. Dave Lewis was the coach for 2 years, and they did reasonably well. They just got knocked out of the playoffs quickly, kind of like Babcock's teams in Toronto.
Yeah.
So he didn't get handed a team from Scotty Bowman.
I'm fascinated by coaching because everybody has an opinion on it, especially if you listen to like 97.1. But we don't know what goes on behind closed doors.
No.
Nobody does. Why does everybody talk with such authority like they know like what kind of coach like this guy is or that guy is? Like, you don't know.
There are people, too, that, especially at the pro level, that they get pissed off and they're not coachable. They don't want to listen.
That's
fucking
true.
Grown men, they don't want to do anything anyone tells them.
Somehow, I didn't know this, with all the young people they have on the Red Wings roster right now, how are they not the youngest team in NHL? It's because Mike Green.
Howard.
And Jimmy Howard. And I'm forgetting someone else.
Are those guys like
Erickson?
my age or something? How old are they?
Erickson.
Didn't they get rid of Erickson?
He came back because they needed to fill that defenseman.
Did they sign him again?
Yeah, they brought
Didn't
him.
even know that.
They brought him back.
Oh, Trevor Daley too.
Yeah,
he's a little bit older. Because of those guys, they're not even close to the youngest team in the league. So you can't even use that excuse now. Like, you're the youngest team.
I got a great idea.
Yeah,
and this is more based off of the fact that it would make a killing on a reality show.
Yeah,
the Lions replace Patricia with Babcock. Do we have inner sports coaching?
It couldn't be any worse. It couldn't. That's another team. It's like I don't watch. I'm Lions free.
Yeah,
I check the scores afterwards, but I don't watch the games anymore.
I as an outsider who's not like I'm a casual fan of the sport. The wheels fell off fast on this.
Yep,
like fast.
Even at the beginning of the season, they like when they started signing people. I'm like, yeah, they're doing stuff, but it still didn't seem like everybody bought in, and I'm like, there's no way this ain't going to work this year.
But there's still this population of people, like Lions fans, who no matter how this ends this season, whether they lose the rest of the games, it'll be a summer of fun and a reboot. This is the year. This is the year, baby. Super Bowl bound. I'm feeling good. Drinking the Kool-Aid and
technically they could still finish above 500.
Yeah, technically
they could be at the end of the season 8-7-1 if they went out.
You see, Valeni had sell the team shirts made with Martha Ford with those stupid.
I really wish they would.
No, he did. I think they're made on.
No, I mean I wish they would sell the team.
Oh yeah.
It's they don't care.
See, the thing I see it as it's only going to get worse for the Lions in particular. And we're talking about the Lions, but we were a top 10 market for most of my life. Now we're like, what, 15, 16?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, how are we going to get, like, ownership that's going to want to invest a bunch? Like, we're going to be average.
Well, I guess the thing
Unless
is...
we do, like, a Green Bay thing where everybody pitches in and just loves
there's
the team.
A reason that they say owning an NFL team is a license to print money, because you can literally be terrible and still make tons of
because
money.
Of the bargaining agreement. No matter what, you get an equal share of the television rights and this and that, and then operating costs. So you make money.
And everybody wants their owner. Like, everybody wants a Mark Cuban or like a Jerry Jones, like guys that love the sport.
I don't want a Jerry Jones.
No, I'm saying, but you want somebody that like loves the fucking sport. And Like, do you think she fucking cares about football? No.
That's my problem.
It's a business.
Yep.
Even somebody like what's his ass that runs the Pistons, Goris. He doesn't know anything about the sport. He likes the atmosphere of going out to the He's people like that I know that get tickets to games they don't care about, and they just go there and they play on their phone the whole time and drink and get drunk.
That's Tom Goris.
Yeah. It's like you want your owner to care about winning, because it's all going to make money, but you can make a lot of money winning franchise.
Like the Patriot, the Kraft family cares about that team, the New England Patriots.
Yes.
I just wish he's a little more chill, but back in the day, I wish someone would just fucking clothesline the fuck out of Mark Cuban. He's running on the court, acting like an idiot.
Oh, I know.
You guys don't like Cuban?
I fucking hate his
he
guts.
used to irritate. Well, I don't hate him. He used to irritate me because he was so.
He's not quite Steve Kerr hatred.
He was like Drake is now, getting in people's faces and on the court and stuff. It's like, stay the fuck off the court.
I wish fucking Reggie Miller would have fucking spin kicked Spike Lee right in his little fucking 5-foot face.
I feel like the Cuban thing is more calculated than he lets on.
It might be.
I feel like he's not that anymore, but he used that to get to be like, he's an owner. He's not looking to get famous, but I'm saying like
he was already pretty famous. But like if I was an NBA ref and I was officiating in a Toronto game, and Drake came on the court and was clapping and touching players from the other team and talking shit to them, I would make Toronto forfeit somehow.
The ideal owner is Rod Sterling, in my opinion.
Rod?
Cars.
Or is it Rod? What was his name?
I don't know.
The guy that said the horrible shit when he was recorded and he didn't know it.
Oh, Donald Sterling.
Donald Sterling, yeah. Rod Sterling. Okay, whatever. I invented a person.
Wasn't it? Yeah, wasn't. I don't know who
Clippers.
that was.
He owned the Clippers.
Clippers, yeah.
He's chilling with the Papa John's guy.
No, the best part is that he had a black girlfriend and was talking bad about black people.
Yep.
The funny thing, he was telling what he said wasn't awful. To be honest, he said, I just don't want you going out public with all these black guys, but she was black.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I buy them food and clothes and cars.
But didn't he talk about Indians and savages and his parents and grandparents killing them? And
he hates Magic Johnson.
And he maybe I'm thinking of someone else with the Indian talk. He didn't say Native Americans. He said Indians or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Jim Cornette.
No, Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette.
The funny thing about Jim Cornette getting all that trouble, Jim Cornette is actually a full-on registered hardcore Democrat.
He's like super liberal.
He should not. He of all people should know that you cannot say that shit.
Second of all, you shouldn't recycle jokes like that.
Can I just say something though? Like, I'm not even trying to play devil's advocate or be difficult. What he said, in the context of what wrestling is, it should have been taken more as a hyperbolic joke.
It's the most stereotypical sports or any kind of entertainment there is.
I mean,
now if you're asking me, do I have a problem with it? No.
The fact that anybody really has a problem, because they come out, they have like Mexican wrestlers coming out to the mariachi dance, and every black person that comes out has a rap song that they're listening to when they come out.
We're also only about maybe 20 years removed from Kamala.
Yeah.
Well, the Ugandans used to eat people.
My man, he had a handler. He literally had a handler.
And a handler that was dressed up in a ranger outfit. Like, they found him in the middle of the...
with a fucking beekeeper mask on.
But even, like, baseball's like that. And no matter what, people, like, baseball players come out, they're when they come off the bat, they have music that plays that they pick. Or someone will pick for them.
This is a great point, Brian. Yeah, you told me. Go ahead.
Let's say, I can't think of any Hispanic players. Like, what's his name? Miguel Cabrera comes up. And it's like... It's the most Latin-tinged, stereotypical...
The electric organ going.
...music ever.
Yeah.
A black guy comes out, and it's always like a hard-thumping gangster rap type song. White guy comes out, it's automatically like country.
Yeah, I remember.
And it's still like to this day. Or metal. It's country or metal.
Yeah, white boy's got a pit.
But, what I was saying, though, like, I didn't want to be difficult or be like the devil's advocate, but for Jim Cornette, because I don't, what he said was, it might have been stupid, but are Ethiopian people still hungry?
My problem with it is he's recycling jokes because he used it 24 years ago in a Bob Backlund match. That same joke.
It would be like if Sam Kinison came back to life and did the let's move him to where the food is.
But you know what they're doing, though, for the NWA stuff. It's supposed to be like throwback wrestling. It's supposed to look old and like...
Yeah, I will say this. When I saw the match, I actually was intrigued because they had a fat wrestler that, like, you don't see a lot of fat wrestlers anymore. It was Dick Murdoch's son, I think. The guy had a gut while the match was going on. The guy had a beer gut, and I was like, you don't see wrestlers that look like that anymore. They're all like lean and super athletic, and I actually find it boring that every wrestler can do every move. They're like MMA. You know, like MMA was like cooler back in the day when people knew like a different, came from a different discipline. It had kind of an intrigue.
Yeah.
Now you have wrestlers, they all can do every move. They can all do a moonsault. They can all do it's like...
Isn't that funny, now that you mentioned that? This actually is a really good point, is how you're saying they do everything, but now you go to like something like baseball, and football, and it's all taken to the most specific like positions to where like you can't... If you do everything, you're almost like shunned upon.
Yeah,
it's fucking
true.
Weird.
It always kind of weirded me out.
In what sense? What do you mean?
Like... In baseball or football, or baseball, for example, pitching is a good one.
Yeah.
There are literally guys on a team that will pitch to one batter.
Oh, specialist,
specialist.
Yeah, well, a lot of teams keep a left-hander to pitch to left-handed.
And he's saying how in MMA, the goal is to learn every discipline, or in sport like baseball, the goal is to find your niche, zone in on that. You only fucking do that. And, like, if you get out of your wheelhouse... It's like the end of the fucking world.
It's the last 20 years of baseball. Everything's completely fucking changed. No one does. If you do a complete game, here's how bad it is. If someone pitches a complete game now, it makes Sports Center because he had a complete game gem, because it does not happen. No one pitches complete games anymore. 20 years ago, you would have 5 or 6 a night. 30 years ago,
coke and hookers.
Yeah, 30 years ago, Jack Morris would do 10 or 12 complete games in a season.
This cat is crying. Does it need to go outside?
Yeah, you can. I'll let him out. We're going to do a break in 2 minutes, and then I'm going to let him out.
This is a 2-minute warning.
The 2-minute warning. What do you got to say out there?
This cat's breaking my heart.
And then we'll open up the Discord to the likes of the vile Phil.
Ugh.
And we'll hear what they got to say about everything.
All right, cool.
But anyway, I remember when they just athletes, especially baseball players, they kind of had a reckless thing about them. They drank all the time and smoked, and
yeah, they were terrible.
But now, like I said, everybody's they have a specific thing that they do, and they don't. Are there any switch hitters anymore? Do they even have that?
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's a thing.
Tigers have 2 or 3.
Do they really?
Yeah,
that shit's rooting sports though. It's making it so unfun.
There's a lot. I don't like that. I don't like people coming in for one batter and then someone else coming in pitching someone else.
But you're getting to a point where it used to just be like the player versus the player, or the player versus the player in this weather. Now you're getting to the point where they're like this day of the week.
There's so much with analytics going on.
Yeah,
it's all analytics.
It's like on Tuesdays he's not good. It's like, whoa. let's relax. This is just
See, I've never seen it go that far, but you're right, though. It is.
No, you hear the. I don't really know if putting the game.
Or a guy pitches 7 brilliant innings, but no, we got to get the middle reliever out here.
He can't go past 92 pitches.
Yeah, if you don't have a no hitter going, they're yanking you. You know,
but you won't see a more superstitious bunch of athletes than baseball players.
I know.
They're the worst.
Verlander eating that Taco Bell he said every day before like his games when he was
that
playing.
Makes sense.
Or like if someone's pitching a no hitter, you have to text your buddy. He's pitching Verlander's pitching.
You don't actually
well.
say he's pitching a no hitter.
Yeah,
I believe in that one because I've seen it go awry so many times.
Awry. Well, a no hitter's hard to do, man.
But it with pitching is the worst for that, and I fucking hate it because it's supposed to be.
Let this cat out! It's crying.
It's supposed to be
45 seconds.
It's supposed to be you versus that guy, and I can't take it anymore. You know, I understand if you're making a lineup. You want the best possible matchup. So if you're facing a righty, this guy hits righties better, this lefty hits righties better than this righty does. That's always made sense. But the shift, people hate the shift.
Yeah.
I love it because to me it's a tactical part of the game. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But
I just hate when shit gets overanalyzed and overthought out just in general.
Yep. No, it's true.
Like, could you imagine if they started applying this shit to like concerts where it's like this city only likes to hear this song from Metallica, and that's like the set list is based off of that. It's like
I'm a little surprised they don't because they use analytics and everything for everything. If you go to the auto show, everything is planned and in place and positioned a certain way based on analytics from different auto shows and different years of the auto show. I know a guy who does that stuff. That's what he does.
So like, what's a big band, not big band like big band music, but like what's like a bigger band that you like?
I honestly don't like anybody anymore.
I always just go to like Metallica because everybody knows
Metallica's a good one. They're touring next year,
and everybody knows their songs.
James is in recovery.
So if you go to see Metallica, as a fan, say you're a big fan of Metallica, do you want to see Enter Sandman, Wherever I May Roam, fucking Unforgiven, or would you be like, holy shit, they pulled out this random fucking song? Like,
I would like a variety of the two if possible,
and that's probably what you'll get. But it seems more like maybe 4 or 5.
But I would like the hits, but I want the deep tracks, the deep cuts also.
If you told me I could go to my favorite band's show,
Brian's wanting some stuff off Ride the Lightning.
I want some what is it? Battery? I love Battery.
Yeah,
well, that's Master Puppets. Master Puppets, close enough.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the stuff they don't play that at concerts.
They don't. Guys, break.
Oh yeah, break time.
Where's Hoejira? We don't talk about it. You didn't want hockey. Half pack. Enough to Brian to get on that angle hard. that's fair. That's fair. The Red Wings getting just shit stomped. I get that. No, it's not.
Off my lawn. Off my lawn. Off my lawn. Off my lawn. This is the last time I'm going to tell you to get your ass off my lawn. Do it, or I'm going to kill you. I'm going to find you. I'll hunt you down in the street and kill you, punk. Off. Get off.
Let it go.
And we're back. All right, we have the Discord guys joining us. Phil, how you doing?
What up, brother?
We got Phil here, and we got Hoejira from Canada in his truck talking to a fucking potato.
All the road noise coming out of that.
Is it actually that bad?
You sound like you're talking from an asshole in a well.
Are you on a walkie-talkie?
Okay, if somehow somebody had a 1970s Citizens Band radio, and we're talking on my podcast, that's what I'm hearing right now.
It sounds like when I'm trying to get a deposit in the drive-thru at the bank.
I mean, you guys sound like you're on AM radio right now.
You sound worse than AM radio.
Hey, Hoj, I would like a Big Mac, no pickles.
I need a deposit slip.
Have pickles on it?
Yeah.
Yes, it has pickles on it, you fucking packy.
One thing you do have sufficient volume somehow. Whatever.
There's that slur that's going to end you.
Yeah. Do you have any more slurs you would like to say while you're here, Phil?
Oh, don't get me going, bud.
Don't do it.
What do we got for Eskimos?
I'll tell you what I hate. I hate no free speech. That stopped everyone in their tracks. They thought I was going to do it.
Oh, I didn't.
There's no way I would do it. There's no way.
Oh, naggers.
Did you guys talk about Don Cherry at all yet?
No.
I don't think we did. I think we brought him up really briefly last week.
Really briefly?
With Alan was here. I always point here because I'm saying when Alan was here.
Who's over there?
When Alan was here, we talked about Don Cherry for a minute.
That's another one that I thought was ridiculous. And to be fair, he held his guns and was like, fuck it.
Yeah, Ron McClain didn't really, though.
What a pussy.
Hoj, you're
Ron
Canadian. Hoj, what is a poppy? You're the Canadian. You explain it to me.
A poppy's a flower, bud.
Dude, they have poppies here.
Okay.
It's what the American troops are fighting for in Afghanistan.
Yeah, we want that poppy.
No, those poppy fields.
So my back don't hurt so much.
There's a poem that was written in Flanders Field by a Canadian soldier. I think it was in the Second World War. And it was something like all through grade school and stuff. They made you learn it off by heart. And just as like a symbol of like a symbol of thanking soldiers, you kind of wear it.
A hate symbol, right? A hate symbol.
They literally used to sell them here too. You would give a donation. Somebody would be like, when you stop at a light, you give them a donation. They'd give you a little poppy.
Can we stop that? By the way, can we stop people standing in the fucking roads? The good fellows.
I didn't know this was apparently a Canadian thing until this year because I just thought it was just like all the allies did.
I didn't know it was a thing in general.
Yeah, you've never given anybody the donation money,
but I never got a poppy.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but we used to get poppies all the time here.
I give a donation, I get an American flag or a, I don't know.
Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll, yeah.
You guys talking about Poppy's Pizza?
not Poppy's Pizza.
Yeah.
Jay had a good question he wanted to ask Hoj about what is Canadian Thanksgiving all about? Is it just a ripoff of our Thanksgiving?
That's what it feels like.
I don't know, man. I fucking haven't had Thanksgiving dinner in probably a decade.
But you know that it is an actual holiday that exists in Canada.
Did you guys double cross the natives too?
But what is it? Did you have pilgrims that did the same thing as us?
Well, I mean, we didn't do it to the degree that you guys did it. But
you didn't slaughter them quite like we did.
Did they have?
No, they did. They did slaughter them.
Oh, okay, good.
You didn't do a General Custer there?
To be honest with you, man, we don't really learn about a whole lot of Canadian history because our shit's boring.
That is true.
Were there native Canadians? N-E-H.
Wow.
Fucking,
dad jokes.
I should have so many kids right now.
Tons of them.
Yeah.
In the city I live in, we have a fucking massive reserve right on the city.
City you live in?
You live near Calgary, correct?
I live in Calgary.
In Calgary.
You went that way, but I was thinking Chili Peppers.
No, I guess since you're on, we'll talk about because you told me one time you've been to the dungeon, right?
What?
The Hart family where they train.
Oh, the Hart Mansion? Yeah, I did.
Did the old man Did the old man torture you a little bit? Get you a
no,
lock?
he wasn't there.
Okay.
No, he wasn't there. I can't even remember which brother it was that was seen. It's like I've met Bret Hart in person, around in the city. Never met Owen, and then I think they got two other brothers. One's
Owen's
a
sad,
teacher.
man.
We had him a couple times. He was a fucking loser. Guy used to roll up. He'd be wearing fucking running shoes that he would get cowboy boot tops sewed onto the top of them.
What?
Yeah, that was one of the Hart brothers. He's a teacher. He's a dickhead.
That might be the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
How did Neidhart die?
Probably years of steroid abuse from
heart attack, wasn't it?
It was a heart attack, but
Now, you're not too far from Edmonton, right?
Edmonton's like
Who's
3 hours north.
Say it again, Hoj.
More dad jokes.
3 hours north.
Okay, because my favorite fitness YouTuber is from Edmonton, the snake diet guy that hates fat people.
Cool.
He's my favorite.
He's awesome.
This is his tagline right here. Hey, fatty! He says, hey, fatty, before every video.
Do you know who Cole is, Jay? Check him out, Cole Robinson Snake Diet.
And what he does is he tells fat people to starve themselves because they can live off their body fat.
It's literal just fasting.
I need Cole to live with me and save my life, Hoj.
Where's that in relation to medicine?
I'm not going to lie. I pretty much
he was on the
did that,
doctors.
and it worked.
Yeah, he pretty much did that and it worked.
Yeah. Did you gain any of the weight back, though?
Like 8 pounds.
Yeah,
of
probably.
The 40 I lost.
You probably ate one burger and gained 8 pounds back.
So you lost 40 and went up 8, so that's still a good
Halloween
gain.
Candy.
Or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived off of fucking pepperoni sticks, man.
Now, Hoj, where are you driving to?
Home now.
Okay, now when you get home, do you have Wi-Fi in your house?
That's not a Canadian thing. They don't have that.
No, I'm just.
He has to unfreeze his internet.
What I'm asking is, when you get home, will you put on a headset and have a decent sound?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I definitely will. I'll be home in like 10 minutes.
All right.
Were you there that day that I convinced Morgan that I had to go outside and defrost my internet?
Rubbing him.
No, but I believe Morgan fell for that.
Yeah, he did. He's an idiot.
He got banned. Morgan gets banned from so much shit. He can't go on Reddit. He's banned from Xbox. He's just a piece of shit.
Morgan would get banned from the dark web.
I love him, though. He's a piece of shit.
Do you remember that joke, what has 9 arms and sucks?
Def Leppard.
Yeah, that joke still holds up pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good joke.
Oh, shit, Def Leppard's fucking wicked.
Yeah. Hey,
we got some Bostonians on here now?
they're wicked awesome, bro.
This ain't very wicked what I'm watching right now.
Bashing Creed. Creed was fucking great.
Ugh.
This looks like 3 different levels of the Crocodile Hunter playing music right now.
So I have a hankering for white trashdom, but I think you Canadians you outdo us here. I think you got us beat.
We've seen enough Trailer Park Boys.
No one shits on the Canadians like Americans shit on each other, though.
Because you don't have anyone to check you for liking Creed.
Yeah, see, that's messed up, man.
Nah, to be fair, that first Creed album was pretty solid. No one knew they were.
Everybody,
no, it's not.
Nobody knew they were.
Phil,
Jesus
you
guys.
owned it. Don't even lie.
No, nobody knew they were Jesus guys.
I'd be honest with you. Like I love Spice Girls.
Me and Phil butt heads on a lot of things, but I can guarantee you he never liked Creed.
Yeah, but he likes Glenn Danzig, and that right there is Danzig's the worst.
Danzig.
Glenn Danzig.
Now, Mike, you're with now, Hoj, you're with me that
Mark Danzig.
The best Misfit singer is clearly Michael Graves, right?
Obviously.
I didn't know there ever was another one. I mean, he's the epitome of fucking awesomeness.
Y'all pieces of shit.
Yeah,
I literally don't.
You ready for that slur tirade to get you taken off the
Hinkle actually swears by that, though. Hinkle loves the Michael Graves Misfits.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
who does that? Who likes
our
that?
friend?
Our friend Eric and my brother-in-law Stones. Actually,
yeah.
I just do it to get your goat. I don't like the Misfits at all. That's just me.
Do they drink like gasoline as youth? Because that's
no, as adults. As adults,
they huffed it. Did we lose Mike? We lost him. Maybe he'll go into his house and get a decent.
No, I'm here.
Oh, that was weird.
And we lost Hoj. Oh, Hoj is there.
Yeah.
Hoj we have coconuts. Also another mic. So there's 3 mics in here.
This video sucks so fucking
just
hard.
hit the goddamn block thing on coconuts.
You're not even a real person. You fucking talk weird with your head and your mouth.
Dude, you sound like you got a dick on your throat. And you look like Taco Carlson.
Just let them go.
I know. I thought you just took them both off the air and just had them fight with one another.
No, this is on the air.
No, they're going to fight. They're going to fight.
It's
less for us to do. We can just say it.
I think I'm going to break a stereotype because I thought Canadians were supposed to be known as being polite and nice people, but I'm a beat shit.
I got a question. Hoj, you're from Calgary, right?
Yeah.
Were you alive when they had the 88 Olympics there?
Yes.
Did you meet the Jamaica bobsled team?
No. Oh. That was fucking Cool Runnings was filmed way later. I got buddies that were actually in the movie as extras. We were in elementary school.
But I meant you didn't like when it really happened. The real story.
No.
Okay.
The real one's not as cool, I heard.
Yeah. The real story's not as cool now.
Some people
never
say,
is. Didn't have John Candy in the real story.
Jamaica, we have a bobsled team.
Feel the rhythm, feel the ride.
Get on up.
Bobsled time.
Cool Runnings is a great film. Also, is that where the Saddle Dome is?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Why is it called the Saddle Dome?
Rodeo.
Because it's fucking shaped like a saddle.
Oh, fuck. Tell them about the Stampede, Bob.
Oh, the Calgary Stampede. Yeah.
Fucking greatest show on earth, boys.
I did forget about that.
Don't the Flames have to take like a 3-week road trip because they have the rodeo in town?
No, it happens in the middle of July. There's no fucking hockey in July.
That's true. He's got you
there. Is that what it is? I don't know.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, no, that's when it is.
We were just throwing stuff out there.
Remember that chick got gangbanged during your Stampede party, and she kind of became famous?
Yeah, I've met her in real life, too.
Did you gangbang her?
No, I wouldn't touch her. The 10-foot pole, your dick.
You're lying. You are lying.
Dude, you and your brother ATM'd her. I know it.
Is that your new favorite term?
I mean,
ATM.
Yeah. That's replacing DHP.
Yeah. DHP's outdated.
ATM is in.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
I've done that too, so there's that.
We know.
So there's
If any of you guys ever have the chance to go to the Calgary Stampede, I highly recommend it. It is a good time.
Brian cannot enter Canada because he's on the offender list, so he's out.
No, I'm not.
He's one of the Red Dot programs?
I have an enhanced ID, a real ID. I can enter anytime I want.
I mean,
you all had TUIs.
We got family there. I was going to go visit them at one point. All the way over in across the river from here in Ontario.
Yeah, we have to go south to go to Canada.
We have to go south to Canada.
Your southernmost point is below us.
Born and raised in Windsor.
We have to drive. We got to drive south to get to Canada from here.
Yeah, we're true northerners, not you.
Yeah.
Not you.
Although you're hundreds and hundreds of miles
That's why
further north.
that Journey song is bullshit. There's no South Detroit. There's just Windsor.
Windsor is South Detroit, yeah.
So they're just saying Windsor.
I think our family's in Tecumseh area of...
Tecumseh.
Hey,
Tecumseh.
Hey, Hoj, you ever hear the story about the time Brian punched a Canadian?
Real hard in the face.
It happened. We were in Windsor.
Yeah.
I told the story on here.
We were at... It was at one point it was called Lips Lounge, and then it changed its name to what, Cheetahs?
We used to, because you guys can drink there at 19.
Leopards.
Cheetahs was awesome.
We went over there.
I think, you've told me this story years ago.
Yeah, and we went over there at we were 19 or 20. We went, and some asshole got mad that we were there for whatever reason. And then he's like, I bet you guys are from the States. And we're like, yeah, we are. Anyways, my one buddy spit on a Canadian guy. The Canadian guy spit back to hit him, but it actually hit Brian. Brian got out of the car, punched him, and
then the guy rolled up his window.
The guy rolled up his windows, and another dude was like attacking his car, and they took off. So we won a fight on Canada because of Brian.
And then also,
Canadian soil.
After that,
it's about Bobby.
Bobby was there too, but he was inside the strip club at the time. And his brother was the other one. His brother was the other one there, punching the hell out of this other car after I punched the guy. But anyways,
that's not the best story. The motorcycle.
The best story is the motorcycle. The valet brought this guy's motorcycle up to him, and this guy was obviously inebriated really hard. And this guy went to take off, fell sideways, and then gunned it on his motorcycle and just did circles on the ground.
Like Curly from the Three Stooges.
Like exactly like Curly when he gets on the side, like, it does like the circles.
Now, I'll give you guys credit up there, though. Your strip clubs give the full puss. You can see the deal.
It's all nude.
The whole deal.
Yeah.
But you can do that here, too, but, it's a little on the DL, you know what I mean?
They used to have them here, but it was no alcohol involved.
Yeah, you couldn't drink.
Yeah, no alcohol.
Yeah.
Bring your own bottle.
Yep, true. Bring your own bottle. Then put it in the pussy.
Little Darlings in Las Vegas is that way, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, when I was in Vegas, I didn't go into a single strip club.
That's for the best.
Yeah, it's just... I was too busy trying to not die. Go ahead.
You did Frank Mir at the Spearmint Rhino. You missed out.
Yeah.
The Spearmint Rhino is the famous
UFC
one.
champions were bouncers.
Oh, yeah. I went into a Coyote Ugly and was wholly unimpressed.
Yeah. I would be, too. That movie sucked.
No, they have the actual bar.
Oh yeah, the movie's based on.
And it's a bunch of sixes that have a lot of plastic surgery.
Ugh.
We take for granted that we used to be able to go drink at 19. Like I talked to other people in the country, like friends I've made, like California, Florida, where like we would just go across. We'd go to another country to get fucking loaded.
Yep. Yeah, that's all we did.
And I got to do it before 9/11 happened, when it was easy.
Oh yeah.
Before 9/11 happened, you could go to Windsor. They didn't even care over there or here. You could go back and forth. It was like just going to another county with a guy telling you can come into my county.
Well, but by 9/11 though, we were of age where we could just drink here though.
Yeah. Well, and
you weren't.
The last time
You guys really missed out on trips to Tijuana.
No, I'm not going to Tijuana.
I don't want to get hacked up by a cartel, and I know I bring them up every single episode.
I don't want to watch a cute girl fuck a goat either, or donkey.
Whoa! I
Donkey.
mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Phil would like a donkey.
Oh, there's plenty.
Phil
wrong
has
with
a
it.
point. Just saying.
I was drunk enough that a federale quit shaking me down because I was too annoying.
There's a shock.
Mike, you annoyed somebody? I don't believe it.
No
That's
way.
my job.
Yeah. Yeah, I went the one time we went we went to the Port Huron, so instead of going to Windsor, we went to Sarnia.
Yeah.
And
Lion, the Witch, and the
Whoa.
Wardrobe.
what the hell happened there?
The land of Sarnia.
It's like someone jumped through a fucking window.
There was a fucking pan
and we got
goat leg thing there.
And we had to all get out of the car, and remember that, Brian?
Yeah, was that when we went in the van with everybody else? With all the Fraser
and
kids?
it was a pain in the ass, and I was like, all right, I'm not going back. But after that 9/11 happened, I never went
didn't
back.
matter, yeah.
After that 9/11.
After that 9/11 happened.
that they're 9/11.
But they had a place called what was that one we used to always go to, the strip club
in Windsor?
Yeah,
Studio 4?
Studio 4.
$1 Million Saloon.
We went there once.
I went to the
Place is huge.
It was huge.
The $1 Million Saloon had the guy that totally had the all right, welcome to Wheeler, like the total.
I remember the last time we went there that I remember going there. We went there, and I think it was Chad, Frank's neighbor, Chad. It was his birthday, and we went there, and he got so drunk by 8:30, we let him just sleep in Frank's car while we went into all the other clubs.
Yep.
It was like 8:30 p.m., and he was like out of it completely.
Well, then Cheetah's, the other strip club, used to have the best pizza place next door called Slices.
Yeah.
And that place was amazing.
Slices, and then the cart that sold the smoked
Meats,
sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's a big thing in even Toronto.
Oh, who did we lose?
The Hoge is probably going to finally go into his damn house.
Please, because that road noise. It's like I'm listening to Hillbilly Havoc. Just kidding.
His 23 channel
But
fucking
seriously.
CB radio.
He's
Road
talking.
noise might be me.
Oh no, it was him first.
Really
Trust me. He was like talking into Snake. He was like talking into Snake Mountain.
I will destroy you. Screen.
Fucking
Wasn't he
steak.
up in the
Mom.
oil field?
Yeah, he was. It's oil fields. So, Mike, what's up? We haven't been able to talk to you.
I was on a phone call. So.
Yeah, I know. How are things in the Ozarks? How are things in the Ozarks?
I am in Indiana right now somewhere.
Oh, you're much closer to us now.
Yeah.
That's cool. Whereabouts?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm on I-70.
Are you near Indianapolis?
Headed east.
You're heading east. You're heading right towards us.
Well, except I'll keep going. I'll hit 90.
Look at this shitty video.
Where are you going?
New York.
Oh, that's cool. Are you going to Putnam County?
What's that?
Are you going to Putnam County?
No. I don't know. That kind of fizzled out. I don't know.
I heard nothing
Still
else.
police cops.
Nothing else about that after you mentioned it. So,
Well, so they're trying to say that he was like, he had a domestic violence warrant or something.
yeah.
But the thing is, in New York, if you have like a landlord and shit, consider that a domestic situation, even though you don't actually have a landlord.
Oh, so he wasn't like
So they
roughing
could
his wife up or anything.
Well, that's what they're trying to imply, but like I assume like when people do a Freedom of Information Act, more shit will come out because like if they visit, they're trying to claim they've been to the house multiple times and shit. Like there's records of that.
Gotcha.
So we'll see how the story holds up.
That completely fizzled out, though. Yeah, since you brought it up on Saturday,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about it in the mainstream media, so it must not be real.
I mean, yeah. I mean, no matter what, they did a good job of on their information campaign again.
It's probably a cover up.
Well, at the very least, it was a heavy-handed response, I think.
Probably, yeah. For what it sounds,
Somebody
yeah.
that they'd literally already like taken all his guns, and supposedly they said he'd like they responded to shots fired or something.
Whoa. We're getting weird noises. Sorry.
No, that was me. Probably I opened my window to throw a gun out.
Oh, the wind sounded like glass raining from the sky.
Oh, cool.
Hey,
That's that, the fine lariat interior.
Oh, we're getting
why are we getting?
echo.
Echo.
Are you guys?
Echo.
Which one of you guys is listening through your raw phone? Is it you, Mike?
Raw phone.
Well, he doesn't have a headset on.
Raw dogging it.
I am not raw dogging it.
No raw. It went away anyways,
It did.
so we fixed the problem.
All right, it's fixed.
It's like Milton.
It is MG's
Fix the glitch.
internet.
No,
It ain't my internet.
He's
because I'm
hard-lined
hard lined in.
Yep.
Phil, I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do we sound better this week because I'm hardline in?
It's way better than it's ever been.
See? Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, man.
Yeah, fuck you, Mike. You goddamn piece of shit.
Mike's the one that told us of the issue. Why are you saying fuck him?
We fixed the glitch.
Fuck you for telling us. Fuck you for saying this thing's wrong. You should fix it and making us fix it. No,
no, but you guys were right.
It's all Frank's
fault. To give
fault.
credit to Phil and Mike, they bitched and moaned. We made the repairs. We're Radio Underground. We are a professional outfit.
But Frank did not.
Frank would have fixed it when he said he would have.
Are we watching Birth of a Nation right now?
Yes, we're watching the original 1915.
Ethernet cable.
No.
No, I had to buy my own Ethernet cable from Los Angeles and have it shipped here.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Totally.
Yeah. Frank does
I
suck.
think you should have a full show of bullet points about Frank.
Me and Frank got into a fist fight one time.
Did you guys?
Yeah, on Wellington Hill.
When? How old are you? What happened?
Last year.
God, I got an erection.
This is probably 2017. No, it was like 1989.
Keep going. I'm chubbing up.
So we were Wellington Hill was a famous sledding hill at the end of Mike Street.
Is that shit ass hill right here?
Well, the one that used to be there before they built the house. The bigger hill. And we'd sled on it. And for some reason, they decided to, Frank and our friend Rob, who was also here a couple weeks ago, decided to jump on my brother's back and try to sled down the hill on his back. Well, my brother's 2 years younger, and at the time was smaller and skinny.
And Brian had to regulate.
And Rob did it, but Rob's the one who actually did it, but somehow Frank and I got into the fist fight. And I punched him, he punched me, and it was over. There was no fight.
Well, because Frank is a piece of shit. I can see why you'd want to hit him.
Real talk here, though. Did Frank have hair back in 1989?
Frank had a rat tail at one point.
He had the fucking rat tail, dude.
It was
Of course he did.
He just looks like he would be a ginger.
Can I bring up his spandex shorts?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Please.
So in 6th grade, he wasn't like 5 or 6 or young, and he wasn't really an athletic kid, but Frank had a pair of spandex bike shorts. No, they were spandex bike shorts, with the 3 colors on the side.
Like, that was when he was like 14,
Black,
dude.
yellow, and blue?
Yeah, black, yellow, and blue, and he wore them to school a lot.
Did he know he was white?
Yeah, oh yeah, he knew his family is Southern. He knew he was white.
Me and Brian got into a fight when we were doing a Ouija board.
Yeah. The demons made us do it.
We were on a Ouija board with Rob, who was here.
It was
Rob and Frank. They were there.
Yeah.
And I pantsed him. I yanked your pants down to your ankles.
Yeah.
And you fucking shoved me and sent my ass flying like over a lamp. And then we started smack fighting because we weren't skilled at the time.
Yeah.
We were like 10.
It wasn't much of a fight.
It looked more like walruses attempting to do jiu-jitsu. I don't know what it was.
It was bad. I guess you can call it a fight.
It was the weakest fight probably in history.
Second. Say. I mean, I saw Chad and Jeff Conklin fight once. That was the weakest fight
ever. That was
ever.
pretty bad.
But, yeah, it wasn't much of a fight. I didn't do a lot of fighting except for against my younger brother.
No.
Hey, Brian, Nerd Talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
How you liking Just Cause 4?
Oh, that's my son playing that.
Oh, yeah, 3 is way better.
Yeah, no, he downloaded it on the Game Pass and he's been playing it a little bit.
Yeah, 3 is better than 4.
Hey, Mike, did you ever fight Brian? Just everyone fight Brian.
I'll fight him. Let's fight.
Everyone's fought
I'll
Brian.
fucking fight you.
Yeah, wait, aren't you military trained?
Pants off, though.
Isn't Mike military trained? Like, he's from the military?
Mike's military.
I don't want to fight you, Mike.
Oh, only 23 years.
No, that's good. We're fine. Man, you're old.
Mike's old as dirt, dude. He's older than
that
me.
Just you know what that says? Only 23 years of being unemployable in the public sector.
That's funny but sad also. Is he older than you?
Yeah, he's a year older than me.
Wow, man.
That's decrepitron levels of old.
I thought Phil was old too.
Nah, Phil's actually.
I think
Phil's younger than you.
Phil, you're 38.
38.
Oh,
now, Hoge, you're the youngest dude here. No, wait, you or Jay?
Jay's
one
36.
of you two. How old are you?
I'll be 37 next month.
You all old as fuck.
There we go.
What are you, Hoge?
33.
33. That's the age they killed Jesus.
Yeah, that's true. He's got a point there.
White Jesus or Arabic Jesus?
White Jesus, the actual Jesus.
The actual Jesus.
Take me out.
You fucking said it, man.
The California hippie surfer Jesus, the right one, the real one.
The proper Jesus that we invented.
Actually, Phil made me think. Phil made me think of this nerd shit. Are you still playing, Mike? Are you still playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order?
I was going to hit him up on that too.
No, don't play it. It's again another game. Like I told you guys how I felt about all like a lot of those PS4 exclusives. You know, even though it's not a PS4 exclusive, it's one of those third-person action games, and it's the same formula. You know what I mean? Looks real pretty, simple.
You've seen it all in a couple hours.
Yeah, it's not worth it, dude. It's not worth it.
All right.
Have you guys talked? Have you guys talked?
But the critics told me it was good. What?
Have you guys talked at all about the Mandalorian?
No,
he won't watch it.
I'm never going to watch it.
Yeah.
Because after watching that and then knowing how much I disliked the last Star Wars, they should have just gave the reins to Favreau.
They are now.
Yeah, because he knows what's up. He's got the perfect.
The next trilogy will be him
of like comedic stuff with action, with adventure.
See, I didn't hate The Last Jedi.
Does Gina Carano get reamed in that?
No, she hasn't.
I want Gina Carano to take them fat titties and wrap them around my dick.
She's not going to do that.
2 weeks.
It's not going to happen, but it's just. Can I have a fantasy?
She was right here. She'd be coming in like 20 minutes.
Wait, she comes in 2 weeks for what?
You can have Megan McCain fat.
Gina Carano's coming into The Mandalorian in episode 5.
Episode 4.
Is it? Oh.
Yeah, I just read it. It's episode 4. So that's this Friday.
She's all thick now, too, in the good way.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, she put on the good weight. You know what I'm saying? We know what's up.
Well, you're right.
Like Dom DeLuise?
They should have made... They messed,
just like DeLuise.
They made a mistake or they didn't make a mistake, but Abrams made a mistake when he left after The Force Awakens. If he would just stayed on like he was going to.
Well, I didn't mind The Last Jedi till I watched Rian Johnson talk about it, and he was like, "Yeah, I didn't like what they did in the first one." It's like, why is there not a showrunner who controls continuity in this? Like it's insane.
Like they do with Marvel. Kevin Feige.
Well, it's supposed to be that Catherine
Kennedy.
Yeah,
Kathleen
it's like,
Kennedy.
Do your fucking job, I guess. Like maybe get your directors all on the same page, so we don't have vastly different movies.
We're going to total nerd shit. Yeah, because she's the one that had the two guys that made the first Lego movie. You guys are going to direct the Han Solo movie, and it was the biggest mistake they ever made because they had to reshoot 90% of the movie.
I was going into that going to hate it, and I actually liked it.
No, but that's because Ron Howard came in and saved it and made it into a decent movie.
The dude that played Han Solo kind of sucked, but he looked enough like him where who else looks like Harrison Ford?
I thought Solo was a decent movie. It wasn't a great movie, but I liked Rogue One a lot.
I liked Force Awakens a lot.
Yeah. Star Wars nerd shit.
Yeah, we all got our nerd shit.
I love it.
Yeah, that's it. Well, dim.
We
haven't had a dim in a long time.
It's been a while since a dim.
These headphones stink. You need to get some fucking Beat by Dre.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to play.
Well, here's the difference.
No, you're going to fucking listen to all these guys on $11.99 special. Deal with it.
Those Beats by Dre are 10 times more expensive.
There's like something in the middle of the part that goes above your head that just digging into my skull.
Oh, yours are a little bit. No, yours are the same.
You don't even have a big head, dude. Look at my fucking jack-o'-lantern.
I think our hats. We're wearing hats, though, and he's not. I think we got some extra padding because of it.
We got fat too.
My fucking melon's getting creased.
Jay's kind of lean. You still do all that running and shit, don't you?
Not.
Oh yeah, just jacked, just totally jacked.
You're not ripped, but you're in shape.
Did you do any marathons or you did some 5Ks?
I've never gotten more compliments than I am right now from this guy over here.
I know you've done a couple 5Ks, but are they this year?
Jay, you're hot as hell.
So you're officially in better shape than us because you've done at least one 5K into this year.
I've eaten a salad in the last week also.
No, fuck, I don't eat salad.
There you go.
That's just a fucking terrible.
This is no joke. I don't fucking eat salad. Fuck that shit. I'm eating steak and stuff, and
I like how you said it like a food group. Like, I don't eat that salad.
I don't. I hate salad.
I
had a chicken salad earlier this week.
My chicken salad's going to have...
Does it have bread in between the lettuce and chicken?
No,
of course.
I'll let you on a secret.
That away.
You get a fucking gigantic like tortilla bowl, and then you put like ground beef in it. And
taco salad? Yeah. A 10,000 calorie salad?
Yeah.
And if there's room, a few shreds of lettuce.
I tried doing one of those Cantina Power Bowls they got at
Powerball.
That's what I call them. It's the power menu. And
Power Menu
I
5000?
I wanted lots of protein in it, but no carbs.
Hang on. Power Menu 5000.
It cost me $10 for one of those bowls at Taco Bell. I'm like, fuck this. And then they put lettuce in the bottom of it. What the fuck is there lettuce in this bowl for?
Mike, coconuts, do you eat salad?
If there's enough meat.
Toss a
If there's
salad.
nothing. What about you, Hoach? Salad, for or against it?
The problem is hot lettuce sucks.
I eat it.
Phil, do you toss salad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Tonguing assholes on the reg, bud.
Yep, that's it.
Why does
It's like
everyone
penny.
sound normal except that guy sounds like he's coming from up here?
Phil?
Whoever the last guy is that
Yeah,
talked,
it's Phil.
it sounds-
He's got a really good rig. He's talking like we are into microphone.
Phil has his shit together, unlike these two amateurs. Remember Frank kept saying that last week?
Amateurs.
Frank,
Yeah.
I needed to
Frank-
take account of amateur. He said it like 100 fucking times.
It could be a drinking
He
game.
was so gotten to by Mike, too. Fake Phil.
Oh yeah.
Well, he goes, well, he couldn't process who Mike was, but he doesn't realize that like he's gamed with Mike many times.
I
And
don't
he
know
couldn't
how many
remember
times.
because he's in his fucking
Much
whiskey haze.
like Rick James, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
I told him
So it's
personally
just blatant
17
stupidity.
times that that's not Phil. That's Mike. He's like, I don't know, Mike. So he just kept on calling him Phil. I'm like, it's not fucking Phil.
And then he blanketed us all. We're all amateurs. You're amateurs.
It's funny that you say it like that because you ever watch the show Animals on HBO? It's like an animated show.
No.
The two guys' names are Phil and Mike, and they constantly bitch about that.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not. I've never seen that. I didn't even know about that show.
It's all celebrity voices doing shitty art of animals. It's actually really funny.
Is it like Crank Anchors?
No, it's more
In
sophisticated.
the pool.
A peed in the pool? What's that? Is that Tommy Lee?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
What are we watching?
Wind warning was going to die down at 9 and still fucking.
Rustin, Pam Anderson, and Tommy Lee.
No, I think we're watching a Motley Crue video.
I definitely know a guy that put that video on in a computer class in high school, and it was yeah. There's just
Scandalous.
Tommy Lee dick hanging out in computer class.
Do I know this person?
No,
Oh.
Was it when he honked the horn on the boat?
it actually was around that scene.
I will
Phil,
admit,
have you done that?
What's that?
Can you honk a horn on a boat with your dick?
Yeah.
Also, Mick Mars has been dying for 30 years, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I think he's actually not human. And a reanimated mummy.
They're Weekend at Bernie's him.
He does look like a Halloween decoration.
Somehow I made that a verb.
He does.
Weekend at Bernie's-ing him.
Fucking that dude is older than my dad.
He's
But
literally
was like rocking out hard.
he's as old as my mom, and that's no joke.
Doesn't he has like scoliosis or his back is super fucked,
Yeah,
right?
he's
He's
got
a
something.
reanimated mummy.
He has,
telling you.
he has alcoholiosis.
Emo tip. That was my mummy impersonation.
That's Mick Mars. 1000%.
He's emo tip. Yeah.
I think Mick Mars and my dad are comparable in height.
Yeah, I
4
think
foot 1.
My dad's 5'2".
Yeah.
Literally.
Jesus fuck.
Why do you know the height of your dad?
it's
Because
came
he's
up.
fucking short.
My dad's 5'6".
I don't even know how fucking tall or how much my dad weighs. Any of that shit.
When
I
you
don't
look
know
at your
what my dad
dad, are you
weighs.
eye level?
Are you eye level with your dad?
He's always sitting in a chair.
Drinking his beer while he's driving down the street. Yeah, my dad's 5'6". Somehow I got 6 foot out of that. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, you're.
Someone pissing?
Phil, are you pissing or are you pouring a beer?
No. We're getting a drink, bud.
Dude, your sound is so crystal clear.
Because Phil does his shit right.
You got a Turtle Beach shit?
It's almost like crystal clear Pepsi.
No, Phil's got some good headphones. Hoge
Quality headphones.
is on his fucking Android headset, I bet.
Dude, I bought a $5 headset from the store, and it comes in great.
I got $2
Yeah,
grand
you
stereo
sound
and the
good.
microphone's fucking like Fisher Price, bro.
Oh, not right now.
Was it Beats by Gay?
Are you still in your car, Mike?
Whatever Five Below sells.
I'm going to the liquor store right now and I'll be home in 5 minutes.
Dude,
Jesus Christ, man.
You said 10
You're gonna
minutes,
get
40
fucking
minutes
you said
ago.
10 minutes of like an hour ago. Hoge?
Did you guys like the Motley Crue movie?
I liked it, but I knew that they missed a lot of shit.
I liked it a lot.
I did not
Yeah.
like the Vince Neil character. The dude who played Vince Neil sucked wet shit through
He
his
did
sponge.
suck.
Yeah, he kind of sucked. Machine
But-
Gun Kelly was awesome.
Machine Gun Kelly was good.
He was
Yeah, I didn't
great-
know that was him till like halfway through the movie.
It was a
And
great
the lady's
Tommy
like,
Lee.
Hey, that's Machine Gun Kelly.
And I
I'm
thought
like,
the
oh,
Nikki
fuck,
Sixx
that guy.
guy actually did a good job.
He was
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
But and the Mick Mars was just Ramsey Bolton.
He didn't fit either.
It was Ramsey Bolton from
You're
Game
not going
of
to
Thrones.
find a guy that looks like a Halloween decoration, so that's the best you're going to get.
Like you said, they couldn't find a reanimated mummy.
They couldn't find another mummy.
The fact that they're going on tour again
the
just
movie
pisses
was
me
all
off.
right, other than...
Yeah, they had their farewell tour like 2 years ago.
Well, it's actually 5, and I didn't realize it was almost 5 years ago.
Oh, was it 5?
Yeah. Well, they started it 5
get
years
another
ago.
show with Vince Neil just blabbering lyrics on stage.
Dude, he's
noises.
so bad. And my favorite thing is, like, they signed a contract saying they would never tour, and they just tore it up. And then Mick Mars said that if we break this contract, I'll let everybody in for free. And, of course, they're not doing that.
What if you found out that this is to help Mick Mars pay for his medical bills?
I think he's
I wouldn't give 2 fucks.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm not going to see him regardless.
Make more sense, though.
He owns his own mountain. It's called Mars Mountain.
Of course it is.
He's got plenty of money. Fuck Mick's money. Helping him.
Mick's money.
Mars Mountain.
His hands move so quick, but his body is like a statue. It's fucking incredible.
No, I'll say one thing about that dude. People can say what they want about Motley Crue. He writes some pretty awesome riffs.
You wanted to say tasty licks.
Tasty licks.
Tasty licks is what Phil watches.
I've seen
This
that.
is true.
No,
Did you show Brian Kinky Joe?
Tommy Lee's the only talented
Stop
one
showing
of the
me
bands,
things.
in my opinion.
I don't want to see.
Jose?
I don't want to see anything.
Tommy Lee sucks.
Tommy Lee's a really good drummer.
Tommy Lee is a good drummer.
No, he's not.
Dude.
Fucking trash. Maybe in his heyday he was all right.
See,
Oh, we're
this
not
is,
talking
this
about
is
now,
This is a
but-
Canadian thinking about Neil Peart, and he's getting mad here.
He
Oh,
actually did
Neil
all,
Peart's the best.
Oh, yeah.
on the
God damn it! Don't get him going.
on the
Neil
sma-
Peart is the best.
Yo, did I hear Neil Peart?
Neil Peart is the best.
Yeah, Neil Peart is
Fuck,
a
you got him
national
going.
tragedy for you people.
Smashing Pumpkins
Right.
an album called My Name is
National
Salagy,
Yeah.
fucking
and
treasure.
Tommy Lee does all the drums on the album, and it's fucking amazing. Like
Tommy Lee, yeah. I mean,
this shit's so one dimensional, but when Tommy
Yeah.
Lee wants to drum outside of Motley Crue,
like his Methods of Mayhem shit.
yeah, when he wants to rap about fucking penises and dicks, yeah,
Good old Methods of Mayhem.
Naked. God,
Get
that was so
naked.
bad. That was so bad.
Getting echo again.
Can I
No, just one
can I let out a little secret?
Yeah.
I saw that live at St. Andrews Hall.
Methods of Mayhem.
You want to know who opened
I
for
would
them?
have kept that secret.
Limp Bizkit.
Crazy Town.
Oh God, we're still
Oh, I
touring.
would've really kept
Crazy
that
Town is
secret.
still touring.
How is Seth still
What?
alive?
Crazy Town had
What do
a
they do? Play bar mitzvahs?
no. They're still touring. In fact, speaking of Canada, they were on tour in Canada, and their not even bus, their van
Hit a moose.
hit a moose.
Yes, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
and they had like head injury. You know, they were messed up a little bit, but that's how bad it is. All the band members were in one.
Could you imagine you're
Van.
could you imagine you're the moose that gets killed by Crazy Town's van?
Yeah,
You're a
Crazy
moose,
Town
you get
almost
hit by a
died by
97
via moose in
Ford
Canada.
Windstar.
What was his name? Shifty Shell Shock. Is that what he called himself?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hoj, I gotta ask you a
Jesus
question.
fucking Christ.
Everyone be quiet
Yo.
for a brief second.
Yeah.
What do you think about Crazy Town almost dying in your land via moose?
Via moose.
I thought they fucking died a decade ago.
No.
Me too.
They're still around.
No, I'm dead serious. I honestly thought that they wrote that one fucking song that's probably one of the worst songs ever written. I'd rather listen to Mbop over it. But
Come, my lady.
I honestly
Come,
thought
my
that
lady.
They died.
Butterfly.
Yeah, like I honestly thought they died. No joke.
Bop is an underrated song.
Coconuts. You there?
His day
Mike.
Neil Peart.
is a fucking god.
His 208-piece drum set.
Yeah. And he wrote his
Now, you guys want to hear a funny story?
Dude.
Oh, God.
here we go.
In Calgary, we have. It is no secret that Phil is a closet Rush fan. This guy loves Rush, but
Why
he'll
would you be in the
deny it.
closet about that?
I hate Closet Rush fans.
Yeah, Rush is awesome.
Dude,
He,
don't let Mike
I went.
fool you. He loves Rush.
So we have this music museum in Calgary, and there was this drum kit that's like titanium blue, and it's got all the NHL hockey teams' logos on it. And I sent the picture of it to Phil. He's like, "Oh, that thing's fucking sweet." I'm like, "Yeah, it's Neil Peart." He fucking went ballistic, tried to flip flop like the fucking Italian World War II thing. Shit, blah 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 blah.
What's your problem with Neil
It's done.
Peart?
Rush
I
is
don't
fucking
have
garbage.
problems with Peart.
If it wasn't for Mike here, M-Gay, I wouldn't even like Rush. He got me into Rush.
No, Rush is awesome.
Rush is fucking the tits, man. You know what
I
sucks?
can't handle the little
Fucking
fucking
the
doll in
Misfits.
front, man.
Want to hear my 4 favorite bands, 4 favorite musical acts ever? Rush,
Yeah.
Vertical Horizon.
Rush, Gordon Lightfoot, Anne Murray, and Bryan Adams.
Who the fuck's Anne Murray?
Jesus Christ! How many dicks have you sucked in your life? Let's be honest.
I don't even know who Anne Marie is. I saw an infomercial once with them trying to sell her album.
No, you like Rick Springfield. Remember we went to that show?
Well, that was more of a joke. We went to that.
We had like 12 of us go to Rick Springfield at the Palace.
We all went and saw Rick Springfield.
We got to tell that story.
And they was banging flowers off the fucking guitar.
A bunch of us went to see Rick Springfield at the Palace of Auburn Hills, where the Pistons play.
Mike, you got to rewind it for 1 second. What? That we got tickets from Oak Ridge or Kroger.
We got
from
the grocery store. Yeah, we got free vouchers.
So we all went there, and the women there were like, "Are you guys here? What are you doing here?" Because at the time we were young. We're like, we're here to see Rick Springfield.
Well, we were in a band, and we covered Rick Springfield in the band as a joke.
Yeah. But we went.
To the show. God, I'm getting that echo again.
Yeah, I can hear a little bit.
But people, they had the privilege of the females in the crowd could buy flowers, bunches of roses from the vendors in the aisle, and they could throw them on stage to Rick, and then Rick would take that bouquet of flowers and just bang it against his fucking
while
guitar.
He hit a chord.
Playing a chord with the... So they were spending $30 buying flowers that he was destroying.
Even the LGBT thought it was too gay.
Rick didn't play Jesse's Girl in the first, almost hour?
No.
It was definitely in the end of the show.
It was near the end of the show. And we were like, fuck this. Let's just leave. He's not going to play Jesse's Girl. And we got almost all the way out the door, and he started playing it, and we bounded up the steps of the palace.
Yeah, we trudged right up those stairs.
I took him two at a time. I was like, let's go, guys.
We got to see Jesse's Girl.
We got to see Jesse's Girl.
What's happened to the palace now?
They're going to knock it down.
They're going to knock it down?
I don't know when, but yeah.
I know there's a real convenient landfill right behind it that they can throw everything.
Oh, it's Bald Mountain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bald Mountain's a landfill.
Well,
just going to throw more.
The land
palace,
is worth more than the
palace
building
is going to end up in Bald Mountain.
Why is that land worth anything? Auburn Hills sucks.
It does, but industrial stuff, they're always looking for new space to expand. So that land's worth millions.
That's so bizarre to me because that area is so dull.
It is, but it's a business-based area. It's an economic renaissance zone.
It's also off the freeway, just enough to be inconvenient to me, it seems like.
It is a stupid way to get off the freeway to get to it, too.
It is.
It's a big, huge
you gotta do that wrap-around deal.
It's so fucking stupid. I hate it. I hate that area.
There was one thing I want to talk to you guys about, though, before I have to depart.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bucket list concerts.
Oh, yeah.
So bands that you've seen that you never thought you actually saw when you did and didn't know that was going to be a big deal at the time, or bands that you want to still see that, before they're going to be toast.
No, I didn't want to see, but my wife and her friend were talking about Elton John because it's supposed to be his farewell tour. But the cheapest seat at Little Caesars
$300,
$277,
okay. And that's up.
That's nosebleed.
Up.
That's
okay.
the back of the fucking arena. Mine's just I always wanted to see Pearl Jam once.
I would like to see Pearl Jam, even as not being a huge fan.
They were here on my 35th birthday.
Phil, you're going to get your turn, don't worry.
And something happened, and I wasn't able to buy tickets for it. But I almost went for my 35th. They were here on my birth date.
Now, what about bands that you saw that are no longer ever going to tour again?
I didn't go to a lot of shows.
I've seen Rage and Pantera both live, and Stone Temple Pilots. I guess we could talk about.
You're never going to see the original Stone Temple Pilots or Pantera again.
I'm not trying to top you, but I saw Damage Plan, and we all know how that went.
Yeah, that was a dime bag band.
When I saw Pantera live, it was on Ozfest. And the Reinventing the Steel tour, and they were bad.
They were not good then.
They were horrible because I went, and the only time I ever saw Pantera was at the Ozfest when they were doing, the Reinventing. It was the same time.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. And I think I saw you there, you and Spear.
Yeah, Phil was wasted.
And we kind of met up with you there. Not like we didn't hang out, but hey, how you guys doing? Whatever.
You guys
I saw you guys at Ozfest. That's all I remember. Because you guys were I was 22. You were high school age or something.
They really fucked then.
Tender.
But anyway,
trying to make
Pantera was. I was like, dude, that was the only time I saw Pantera. I'm was not impressed because they were done.
Yeah,
they were done.
And I felt the same way about Rage. I saw Rage Against the Machine on the Battle of Los Angeles tour.
Yeah.
At the Palace, and it was 12 or 13 songs, zero interaction with the crowd, and then they broke up 3 months later.
So you were basically they were already sick of each other.
Yeah, you kind of could tell what was going on there.
Is there any other bands that I would like to see, though? I can't think of any I saw that I can even think of I saw their last show, or I'll never see them again, or I care about.
I mean, I saw STP with Weiland one time, and that was cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was an awesome show.
Whoa, what just happened?
No, Hoej, all of a sudden Hoej is clear as day.
Internet.
Like he's too clear. It sounds weird.
I saw STP open for the Chili Peppers with your brother, actually, at DT when they did, like, the Californication tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who else? I don't ever want to see Slayer, because fuck them.
I've seen Slayer live.
Shut up.
Boring.
You're going to get stabbed.
I've seen all of these concerts.
Hoej, you sound like $1 million now. You got to be home.
Yeah, we need to give you your own show now. You sound so clear.
Yeah. Pearl Jam I've saw them 3 times.
Yes.
2 of them, they sucked. 1 of them, they were all right. Stone Temple Pilots, I saw them twice. They were awesome both times.
Remember that
Slayer sucks every time you see him. Kerry King comes out wearing his own Slayer shirt, and he's a fucking loser.
Phil, who have you seen?
I saw Pantera in the Great Southern Trendkill tour. Amazing. They fucking killed it. I saw them in the Reinventing the Steel days. Atrocious shit show. Mess.
Yeah, that shit.
That being said, I'm still happy I seen them because Pantera's wicked.
Phil was,
and of course, the bucket list show was the Misfits show.
Okay.
Alan saw Soundgarden the last night they ever played.
At that.
Oh, he did.
Fox.
Alan was there. Yeah, the night when Cornell killed himself.
I didn't go to that because I was like, I'll catch him next time.
Yeah.
Oops.
Alan got a ticket. Alan got a ticket last second.
You didn't catch him next time, did you?
I was like, I'll just hang around
Mike?
here.
I got to
just
see
saying.
Dio
I'm
before
just saying.
he died, and that was fucking awesome.
I saw Phil from Pantera when he played with Down, and he sounded great, but he was off everything. And
yes,
that was a really good show.
Phil is
when I saw Dio, Down was supposed to open, and Megadeth was supposed to open, and Phil was too fucking cracked out that he didn't even come out. Down didn't even play. Megadeth came out and played for a double set.
Well, you guys remember the band Days of the New?
Yeah. They're back together.
Yep.
Oh,
well, the singer Travis, when he was in the peak of his drugdom, he played a show right here in our town, not Detroit, Roseville, our little town here.
Like 5 blocks away.
5 blocks away.
Where?
And he was, and people that I know personally were like giving him coffee and nursing him back to health so he could play his set. And he wasn't even with Days of the New. It was just him, Travis.
It was just him doing acoustic sets.
And they were like, Holly, Ed's husband.
Wife.
I'm sorry.
I did the same thing the other day when I was having a conversation with Alan. The same people, too. That's weird.
But anyway, he like her brother, Danny.
Yeah.
Danny was a huge fan. And the show got delayed hours because he was all fucked up. And they were like, Danny was like giving him things, and he went out on the stage and did the worst performance ever, and the crowd had to like sing the the chorus to him.
It was Travis Meeks.
Yeah, true story.
I think he recovered though.
You know the show Intervention, right?
Yeah.
He was the first.
I think we've heard of Intervention.
He was the first episode ever of Intervention.
Yeah. Oh, was he?
Yeah. Like
I think he did eventually straighten
it. That show was based off of that guy's recovery thing,
and then it turned into a show after that. It was a special
show after that.
Have you ever seen that show Intervention, Mike?
Yeah, I have.
It's a pretty good show.
I watched it many times because it was usually like hot chicks that like you know.
That's I've seen her once or twice. There's some good episodes of that show. Intervention.
It's kind of a
play the fucking drop, Mike.
What's that? Oh, sorry. Sorry,
I'm saying Intervention.
Sorry.
I'm giving you.
Hey guys, have you guys ever watched Intervention?
God.
The worst cry ever.
That's from Intervention.
Our best cry ever.
That's from one of the episodes of Intervention. I'm trying.
I keep messing up.
No, Brian is exhausted right now. He's like out of breath, sweating.
I am sweating.
Trying to get back to work.
I think you're describing me right now.
Just play the drop, please.
I just remember a lady on that show like, my babies.
My babies.
I'd rather watch Intervention than Hoarders because Hoarders is just the worst.
My mom.
Yeah, those people need to be eradicated from
Dude,
Earth.
I swear to God, I'm not one for like setting people on fire, but I would set those people on fire.
And I like how they cry when someone like makes them throw out a rapper from 1973.
Oh my God!
I need them National Enquirers. Nah, you really don't.
God damn. Like, and there was one where this guy had a second story. They call it a condo, but it was an apartment, and his trash did so much damage that they actually had to replace the floor, which was the ceiling of the place below him. And they just basically welcome back. It's like, oh, we renovated everything in his apartment complex because they're on TV. They're like, yeah, come on back, man. It's great. We love you.
What about when they talk about they don't remember their pets and they're like they find a cat
dead animals?
Like, oh, I forgot where Andre went like 3 years ago. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, look at that corpse.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it.
Look at that cat corpse.
It's a biological hazard. Their apartments or their houses.
They got to go in with the hazmat suits. It's so great.
And they're like,
that one dude that's on there though, like the one guy with like the reddish blondish hair. He's always looks so disappointed at everybody.
There's always it's just.
Yeah.
I swear
that dude has seen some shit. And he has smelled some shit. Fucking guy has 1,000-yard stare.
Fuck that, man.
Shit.
Those people, like, if I walked into a place like run the show intervention, we walked into a place and it was filled like that, I'd be like, all right, get out, and I just set it all on fire. Fuck that.
What they need to do is put the 600-pound life people in the hoarder houses where they can't fit anywhere,
and then set it on
just
fire.
Like make a hybrid show.
Yeah, that's a stink. That's that you can't contain that kind of smell.
You guys remember the story about the guy that got so fat that he didn't know that he like laid on his bed like just a melted wax candle of 600 pounds.
And he fused to it?
And he fused to his remotes.
Yeah.
He had remotes like fused to his back. Literally. Remotes. Like 3 or 4 remotes. And they had to fucking surgically remove remotes from his back.
They should have just pushed him into a landfill and let nature take its course.
I see a lot of myself in that guy. I gotta.
You're not 600 pounds yet.
I'm half that.
I am also half that.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm pushing it. I'm pushing the envelope a little bit.
What about when those people get so big they have to tear a wall down and then bring them up?
Why they gotta get the crane to bring them out?
Add insult to injury. Like you're already, you're the fattest fuck in existence.
Hey, let's film it.
Let's film it, and also bring in a crane.
They got to
down your street.
Yeah, there was a guy they had to cut the roof off when they brought in a crane to lift him out.
It's the 1970s.
Get the flatbed.
Yep.
We're watching Skinner live.
Coconuts. You always say like I'm going to end up on a rascal, They're going to rascal me right out of here and it's going to tip over.
It will not be a little rascal either.
Did you just use rascal as a verb? They're going to rascal me out of here?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I verbalized it.
You're supposed to. We're watching this live performance of Skinner live from like the 1970s doing Freebird live, which I said.
Right, bud.
There's so many rebel flags in the crowd.
I like
they didn't get
I'm offended. I'm offended by this.
You find out this is like Germany or Russia or something.
They're an example of a band that became a cover band of themselves. If you live too long, too many people die, you become a cover band of yourself.
I think they just finished up though their final tour. I think
that's
done.
what my old man said.
That ain't the final tour. They're going to do like 3 more.
They're opening for Motley Crue.
The son of Ronnie Van Zant.
They have the brother of Ronnie Van Zant, and then literally no other original members anymore. How can you play?
There was one more.
Is there one? But the contract used to stipulate they had to have at least 2 of the original members. 3? Okay. They haven't been that in a long time.
No.
Bullshit.
So they came through here in like September, and my mom was like, I'm going to get your dad tickets. So she spent like $1,300 on these fucking things.
Is your mom from
and my
South?
dad, my mom's a fucking idiot. That's the first thing. I'd like to light her on fire. That's
some tickets.
Anyway. So he hit the roof when he found out. He's like, I don't want to go see a cover band of a goddamn band at this point, Susan.
What's your problem, Karen?
Wicked. No, her name really is Susan.
No, I know. My mom's name is Karen too. I like.
You got a Karen? Fucking Karen and Susan's. The fuck.
But yeah, well, my mom's name is Karen. I love my mom. I don't hate my mom.
Yeah,
like
my mom's a piece of shit.
Oh, see, my mom's not. But my mom doesn't spell Karen right either. It's Karyn.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Does your mom want to talk to the manager?
No. My mom doesn't want to talk to that. My mom doesn't answer the phone unless it's one of us calling. If anybody else calls, she makes my dad or somebody else do it. She doesn't want to talk to anybody. It's great, Susan. That's typical Susan stuff right there. Remember Susan? Remember Susan Powder?
Yeah.
That lady sucked.
Yeah,
that's all.
I think it's just Susan. And I've never met a Susan that's been all right. They're all pieces of shit.
He's talking about his mom.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. I mean,
all right. Throw a match at her and be happy.
Wow. Seems like there's some tension, some built up repressed anger.
That was just that was like the third glass of vodka. So
is this why you torment women with your sexuality, there, Mike?
Yeah,
it is. You're taking it out on the mother figure.
Yeah.
So every woman,
love me the Cougs.
Every woman that you sexually punish with your dangler is Susan in your mind.
Is your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. At least you admit
They're
it.
getting the old Pringles can out of hate.
Yeah. And you're going to do the thing where you triangle choke them and they can't escape, and then you pinch the nose so they can't breathe.
Yeah. Okay. Or you do the doggy style from behind, and you put your foot on the back of their head so they can't get away. It's all good.
I think we're getting somewhere with our psychiatric.
We're working through this together.
Yeah, it's
as
great.
a team.
Jay, you drink beer faster than me.
No, Coconuts, you still there? You alive?
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Why do you sound like Morgan there? It's like, hopefully not.
I do not sound like that.
You did.
Shut up. Let him talk. Everyone let him talk. Coconuts, where are you traveling? Why are you traveling tonight?
New York.
You're going to New York?
He can't hear you.
Mike!
He can't hear you now.
Mike!
Well, I told his prayers were answered. He just rolled off the side of the road and died.
What?
All right, Hoj.
That's the Outlaws.
I guess we'll have to focus.
I can't believe that Hoj actually sounded like Morgan there. That was weird.
Man, no, I am offended.
Well, now you don't. But at one point, one thing you said sounded like Morgan. Oh, but anyways, I was making fun of Jay. Not really. Jay walked in here 2 hours ago with a 6-pack of 16-ounce beers, and he drank them all in 2 hours. I'm on my second beer in almost 3 hours.
What kind of beer?
Well, he
just Coors Light.
Coors White.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Icy beer.
I'm drinking the Miller White.
I'm drinking the Rolling Rock. I'm 8 in right now. 8.
I'm also going to head home because I got to go give the dog his medicine.
The dog meds.
All right, dog meds.
Is that code for peanut butter?
No.
I think it is.
He's got a dog with issues.
Seizures.
Seizures.
Most dogs have issues after a bunch of peanut butter.
Does your dog eat gluten-free dog food?
My dog eats just this food. He's actually a good dog about not eating fucking bullshit. He just eats his fucking food and his medicine.
But is it gluten-free dog food?
No.
Oh, my dog has gluten-free.
My dog's not gay.
My dog had an allergy. What am I supposed to do?
I have a question to ask your dog.
Put it down.
Why
and
should
get a new
someone
one.
be
Fuck.
gay?
They're not people.
My dog kept on breaking out and stuff. We found out it was her food. I don't know what to tell you.
Why should someone be gay?
They're a commodity. I know they're replaceable, but
And I give her vegan dog treats.
Jay, thank you for coming by.
Yeah, thanks, Jay.
Hey, Jay. Peace out, homeboy.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
We're going to finish out with these maniacs.
Yeah, I got some questions for them.
We're going to keep it
the next
going.
couple weeks.
Okay.
I'll come over.
Yeah.
Especially in the dead. Especially the dead.
I don't know that. I'm going to come to your holiday party. You always invite me, never show. I'm showing up. I'm coming.
Yeah, just come over for a couple beers.
What is it? I'll come too.
I'm going to try because I have another Christmas party that night
It's
too.
5 blocks away. I think I can make it.
December 14th.
Yeah, I have another one
Done.
that night
I'll
too.
fly
But I'll
out
see what
there.
I can
You
do.
gonna have white women? You gonna have white women there?
You got white women with bad self-esteem issues.
None of them have bad
Doesn't
self-esteem.
TBD.
It doesn't really matter.
Do be determined.
That means to be determined. I know things.
How many have big fat asses? That doesn't matter either.
Well,
How many are over
it's the
40?
Midwest, so that would be most or all.
The guys or the women?
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
Well, the guys that we know,
right.
we know that's a done deal.
That's good stuff.
All right, Jay, thanks for coming by, brother.
Oh yeah, no problem.
We're here again Saturday. So.
All right, Brian, I'm going to switch you from a split channel to a full channel. Just wait a second.
Full power.
All right.
Full power for B-Rye.
Sorry.
We are.
Did you touch his taint?
Fucking amateurs.
We are the top of our game.
I'm just trying to give you full power, Brian. You snorted right into it.
I did. I had to rip the headphones off that last time.
All right, you're full power.
My monitor is only working one side.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Brian is fully erect.
There it goes.
3 inches of pure fury.
3, 4. Come on. It's 4.
All right, we're back.
That's from the butthole out. I got you.
No, that's.
Hey, where's Al tonight?
Alan's working.
Al's working.
I fucking love that guy, man.
Al will be back Saturday.
Yeah, Alan works midnights, and tonight's his last. Oh wait, no, he works Friday.
In case you didn't know, Al's Brian's brother.
He's my brother. I'm his chauffeur.
Al's a good time.
Well, he was a tabernacle. He can relate, you know.
He knows. He's a good guy.
He's just a good dude. He's not a piece of shit like Franklin.
You know, the funny thing is, we never brought this up.
See you later,
Jay. Thanks for coming by, brother. Hey, no problem. Come back.
Yes.
Anyway.
Hulk Hogan just attacked me. I'm not. Don't call me an N-word.
Jay just threw my fucking wrestler bottle. I have a wrestle buddy Hulk Hogan. He threw it.
It's got a hole in a weird spot though. What's that about? Just kidding.
No. And the
Mike
pussy?
tried to fuck it.
Yeah. I put a crease in Hulk Hogan and fucked him.
It's the man pussy.
Dude,
you were gonna say something. We were talking about Al, and then you never brought it up.
Oh, Al. The weird thing about Al.
Yeah.
Al moved out to Tabernacle Country with a Jewish woman.
Yes.
That's fucked.
A 6'1" Jewish woman.
It gets weirder than that. Her dad, by sheer chance, has nothing to do with the Utah move whatsoever. Jew guy.
He's a Jew.
Converted to Mormonism here in Michigan.
Yeah. And now he lives in Kansas.
So her dad, who was a Jew, became a Mormon by marrying a Mormon, converted away from Judaism to Mormonism here in Michigan. And then they moved out there to Utah, where he's an atheist and she's a Jew.
Now he's a Jewish Mormon in Kansas City.
That is the most fucked thing I've ever heard in my life.
Think about
and he's like 6'7".
He's a giant guy.
He likes tribes.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
So
he has some kind of Packy heritage too.
Because the stereotype is the Jews like the money, and the Mormons got to pay 10% for tithing. So what's he doing there?
He's got to be skimming.
He's got to be skimming.
He's also a pretty high price attorney, so he's probably got some money.
He's probably made sex to kids.
Tribes.
Yeah. Oh, do you got an opinion on say it
on tribes?
On Jew Mormon conversion, either way.
God, that's fun. Like I'm doing the mental masturbation right now on that whole process. That's fucked.
It's a hell of a process.
So, and she remained a Jew, by the way, through all of this.
Mm-hmm.
She lived here with Al. Al lived here for about a year
in this house
with her. I had a menorah in my house. The whole thing. I can't be on Stormfront because of it.
Yeah,
makes sense. That's fair.
And she was here.
And, do you want me to talk to Jimmy for you? Get you in?
Yeah, you got to get me back in.
All right.
You got to tell him I'm cool.
Good old Jimmy.
They leave and go to Utah. And then I'm like, oh, there's a lot of Mormons out there. And then independent of all of this, her dad converts to Mormonism here.
That is fucked. The missionaries won out there. Why did you let the missionaries win?
I hate missionaries.
It's Mitt Romney, his family. There's a lot of them around here.
Fucking Mitt.
That's true, yeah.
I've never met an actual Mormon in my life, though, I will say. I've never met one.
Really?
Wait, no, I did. In Las Vegas.
See, I don't know if I've ever met one.
Yeah, you probably would in Vegas. That's still close
enough.
No,
the two bartenders, your brother Craig.
Wrong. Yeah. They weren't real Mormons then.
Well, they
used to be.
They were. And they were two blonde girls with bleached blonde teeth.
Yep.
Big fake titties.
Were they huge? Were their teeth just fucking ginormous?
Yes. Almost like a horse.
They could have ate an apple out of your palm.
Easily.
Sugar cubes. They like sugar cubes.
And so we're sitting there, and Brian's brother Craig, who's also been on the show one time, and he's like, I bet, he goes, those are two Mormon girls. I'm like, nah, dude, how do you know? They're just like two, that Playmate blonde, platinum blonde look or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, they're just hoes here in fucking Vegas. he's like, and they were serving us drinks, and he goes, watch this. He's like, hey, I'm from Utah. Where are you girls from? And they said, oh, where? And he did the whole thing. I'm from Ogden, and sure as the sun rises in the east, they were from fucking Utah, and they were ex-Mormons at this point.
Yep. Dude, the big, giant, huge white teeth are a giveaway.
Yeah.
And they make the girls from Sweden look pale. That kind of white.
They do.
That kind of white. I was like,
they are whiter than white bread.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty white.
Hot as fuck.
They do butt stuff.
They do. Yeah, well that's, that makes sense.
There was no solicitation for that later, but I would have enjoyed that.
But
well, you got to know how to work it.
Work the butt stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hoej.
What up?
You're still here.
Yep.
You've
just reading news.
He's reading the news.
Why are you reading the news, man? What's going on?
Because this headline caught my eye here. An Illinois teen posted a photo of a black student on Craigslist with the captions "Life for sale," police say.
Hey, that's wrong.
Hey, man, that's immoral.
That headline would capture my interest as well.
How much could I buy him for?
That's terrible.
14-year-old suspect has not been identified because he's a juvenile. Has been charged with 2 counts of committing a hate crime and 1 count of disorderly conduct.
Well, I mean, he didn't sell him, so is it a hate crime yet?
Hey, do we not live in a capitalist, society? I mean, what is this?
He's trying to make $1. That's pretty bad, though.
That's fucking wicked.
That's wicked.
This kid is ahead of his time.
Is Coconut still here?
Coconuts, would you have bought a black man if you could?
You guys don't own one?
No, we live in Detroit. We could die.
Yeah, that's probably a bad
idea.
If
you lived in a suburb of Chicago, you could bought one on Craigslist.
I ain't having any part of that.
You know what they say? Once you go black, you have terrible credit.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well,
and you don't know your dad.
I got a head shake from Brian right there. I heard it.
I'm shaking my head, man.
Head shake, and my eyes are closed too. I'm like, no.
The thing is, though, in this era where we live, it's considered bad. But in the 80s, it was called the movie The Toy, right?
That's true.
You could buy Richard Pryor.
He bought Richard Pryor.
Oh, right, yeah.
Jackie Gleason bought his son.
Master Bates.
Master Bates bought Richard Pryor.
Yeah. It was a fact. He bought him and used him as a toy.
I mean,
I think that was Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason was the dad. Yeah.
So how long are you?
Buford T. Oh, wait, no, I'm fucking up.
No, Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah, I remember that one scene. He's like, "There's piranha in that pond." He's like, "There ain't no damn piranha in this pond, you motherfucker." And he's like, "Don't go in that pond. There's piranha." And there's like, "I'm gonna go ahead and get in this goddamn." And he goes, "I was like, I'll never touch your word again," because he got ate up.
The Toy.
The Toy is such a great movie.
It is a good movie.
I'll never. We've been through.
I don't know if Richard Pryor ever said one word in that movie. He just made noises like, "Dad,
no." He said one line. We've been through too much together. Wonder Wheel.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did Wonder Wheel.
Wonder Wheel. We've been through.
And then the rest of the time, he barely said anything. He just made weird noises. I think it was the crack.
And Jackie Gleason goes up to his wife. He goes, "I bought my son a black man."
Yeah. That's so wrong.
Buying black men, forward or against it? Panel. No, don't answer. Don't answer.
Don't answer the question for real.
I'm muting everybody.
No. I'll keep yelling.
I'm having this is my 5th heart attack. It's time. I'm dying again.
If you bought a toy, you could buy the heart.
I'm going to buy a black man's heart.
No.
So I can have more explosive ability.
No, I don't think it works that way.
It doesn't work that way.
I mean, I'm just saying, just based on things I've read medically, you have a higher risk of diabetes and
all right, I want to buy a black man's
disease.
Leg tendon
the
connections.
Twitch muscle.
Yeah, I want to buy the Twitch fibers.
Twitch fibers?
Yeah, I need them. I'm too slow.
That's true.
I need to step it up.
Even for white people, we're slow.
Yeah. I even think other, white guys can got that first step on me, you know?
Oh, yeah. Most white people are faster than us.
You intimidated those 8-year-olds, though.
Oh, dude, I showed them what's up.
The sledding kids?
Oh, God. I told them.
It wasn't even.
I'm like, yeah, you going to step up to me. You going to step up to me, kid? Try it.
I think Phil needs to tell the lore of our liming up by or whatever.
Of what?
Something about Limey?
You don't remember Bam getting beat up by T?
Oh, yeah. Well, no one's going to get that, though, because they're not part of the scene.
I figured maybe somebody remembered the story better than I. I just remember he got beat up by kids.
He got beat up by, like, teenagers, right?
They were like 15.
Yeah.
Wait, who did?
A guy that we were on a
dude on the old fucking forum.
We were on a forum with him, and like he got jumped by 15-year-olds in England, no less.
Was it the paranormal atheistic forums?
No.
Okay,
I think it was actually white kids.
Just white kids.
Now he got beat up by hooligans, right? Like hooligan kids.
Yep, it was hooligan kids.
Was it the Green Street hooligans?
Yeah, because he
beat him up.
He jumped on me for liking that movie Hooligan or whatever the fuck with Elijah Wood.
Green Street Hooligans.
He's like, those hooligans are dangerous. They'll come at you with any weapon they can. I'm like, all right, you got trauma, dude. It's just a movie.
It's just a movie.
Like, chill the fuck out, man.
That had the guy from Sons of Anarchy in it too.
Yeah, Hunt 'em.
That was a good movie. Green Street Hooligans is a good movie.
Now, didn't have Vinnie Jones in it too?
Vinnie Jones,
Vinnie Jones was in it, yeah.
Yeah.
That movie's awesome.
Yeah, it is. They made a sequel to it. It sucked.
The sequel was awful. Now, Coconuts.
Yes, sir.
You heading back to see the white woman?
Yes.
When you going to go back home?
Oh, I got to leave like Saturday evening.
All right.
You're just going for the holiday?
Now, Saturday, we're having a show, but if you're in your goddamn truck, I ain't having you on.
Don't bother.
Oh, you're such a fucking hater.
Dude, you sound like ass
I'm
shit.
one of your 2 listeners.
No, you're one of my 7 listeners, by the way, motherfucker.
7 current listeners. We rock about 140 total listens on YouTube afterwards, too.
That's just because I play it on every device I have.
Yeah.
I play it on multiple devices,
and
too.
me, too, but that doesn't matter. So we're like, the 3 of us are accountable for about a third of all listens.
About that, yeah.
Phil, do you listen to us on all devices?
Fuck no, dude.
See, Phil,
shit to do.
we got legit 100 listeners.
Today's Wednesday, and episode 42 from last week is up to 114 views on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we're
what do you guys think about us?
That's gonna cut into my weird porn watching time, and I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
no,
I get that. I get that. It makes sense. Hey, I had a
So they're supposed to be having Cam Soda's going to have Voyeur Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah, I heard about that in some fucking XM.
Who's having a what?
Voyeur Thanksgiving.
Did you say Cam Soda?
Yes.
Oh,
so yes, porn cams.
Gotcha.
On Thanksgiving.
Well, I'll check it out. Why
Yeah.
not?
I stopped watching porn. It just doesn't do anything for me anymore.
That's because you're not watching the right kind. Fuck.
Probably not.
Or it's because
Bailey
you need
J.
blue pills.
Bailey J.
Everybody's got to go to switch over to the transvestite.
I'm not watching Bailey J.
She's so hot.
I don't think she, actually even I don't think she is.
That's because you're an idiot.
Well, I have different tastes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I have different tastes.
Dummy.
Bailey J.
What, you want to have bigger schlongs?
No, I'd rather have no schlongs. I think her face is hit. She's Hane.
She's Hane. It.
You got to show him the Kinky Joe video, Mike.
No.
I don't know Kinky Joe at all.
Here's my.
She's the one that pulled out like that 4-foot dildo from her ass.
Oh yeah, that girl's like, that's not hot to me. She's destroyed.
Here's
no, but she's fine.
Here's what you should do from now on, Mike. If Phil ever says, "Here, you should show this to Mike," or show this to Brian, just automatically don't show it to Brian because I do not want to see it.
That sounds like a no balls right there.
I don't need it. You know, I don't need that in my life.
We don't need to add stress.
Dude.
Life is about.
I'm a good religious person.
With great tits.
You definitely fucked through a sheet. It's okay.
I'm a good religious person. I don't need to see that kind of thing.
Now, Hoej over there, he gets a little trans paranoid there.
No, I just No.
Remember he left every chat group you had because you kept posting Bailey J. And he couldn't take it.
I don't know who the fuck it was. I still don't know who the fuck that is, but he talks
hold on, I'll show
about
you.
it all the time.
You're about to get some videos now.
Put it right here on the Discord, Phil.
I ain't looking at it.
That's what I said. I ain't looking at it.
I ain't gonna look.
Yeah, put it right there in the Discord. But yeah.
That means Brian's gonna look.
I don't feel like this will enrich my life in any way, shape, or form.
It won't.
It won't. But you got to go with it.
No, I don't. I mean, you guys shit on me for fucking ever when I was dating a black chick.
You dated a black chick?
Why would you do such a thing?
Why would you?
What happened during this whole experience, Hoj?
Well, I mean, I dated on 2 separate occasions, and one of you idiots tried to say that one of them stole my wallet.
No, you told me she stole your wallet.
No, I didn't. My brother told you that.
Did.
No, it didn't.
No,
it was my
it was
brother.
You.
No, it wasn't. It was my brother.
It was you.
She never stole my wallet.
Your brother told me that Mr. Anderson diddled you.
Yeah, he did tell me that. He did say that too.
Wait, who diddled who?
Oh, my brother likes to make up stupid stories.
Oh.
And then people come and ask me about them, and I don't know anything about them.
Dude, Hoj, tell Brian about the time your mom asked you or hit you up about Mr. Anderson diddling you.
Yeah,
greatest thing ever.
We were out. My mom is a very religious woman, and we were out for dinner, and I don't remember how it came up, but my brother and I were arguing. We live at a restaurant. I'm like, he's an idiot, blah, 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 blah. Mom's like, oh, what did he do now? I'm like, he's going around telling people I got diddled by Mr. Anderson down the block. She goes, we don't have a neighbor named Mr. Anderson. I'm like, exactly, but he's telling everybody I got diddled. She's like, I don't need to hear you getting diddled by an old man. I'm like, you're not the one that people think got diddled by an old man. And she was listening to her shit. My old man just sitting there laughing.
Did your old man call him a hair farmer?
Or a pot licker? No. He just sat there laughing. He knows when to stay out of it. He just laughs.
So while you were telling that story,
hey,
Mike went to let
MJ.
Mike's not here. Mike's pissing. But while you guys were telling that story, he went to let his cat in, and we have like 50-mile-per-hour winds today, and it caught his door. It just completely blew it out of his hand. I thought it was going to fly off. He almost flew out the door. It was great. Anyways, Mike's not here, though. He left.
So there was a point in time where me, Hoj, Mike, and Hoj's dad were playing Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls Online, yeah. I've heard of it.
On the Xbox.
Yeah.
And we were playing. Hoj, take it over about the cat story. I don't remember all the details.
We started playing during like a free play weekend. It's like they give you the game for free for a weekend, see if you like it, and then scheme you into buying it. Well, they gave you currency to get some mounts so you don't have to walk everywhere. I get on, find out that we have this currency, and then all of a sudden there's a mount in the game. It's the exact currency. Phil does the same thing. My old man does the same thing, and Mike's sitting there, and he's like, where are you guys? And we're like, oh, yeah, we rode off to this dungeon or whatever we're going to do. He's like, where'd you guys get that? We're like, oh, we bought it from the store. He's like, oh, shit, I bought a cat. So you bought a video game cat.
Yeah, they can't take me anywhere. I bought Dale. And like real life, Dale does nothing for me ever.
Oh my god!
Dale doesn't even kill.
Day.
I thought you were gonna tell me you paid full price for it somehow.
I paid about $400 or something or other credits. I don't know. I bought fucking Dale for.
Mike's got a bad habit of buying something and then the next week it goes on sale.
Yeah, it's everything I do.
I bought
like...
a fucking bear I could ride on, and Mike buys a cat.
Oh, dude. It was so fun. Like the disappointment in his voice when he realized that he had fucked up was great.
He's like Charlie Brown at Halloween. He's like, I got a rock.
And we do dungeon raids, and people are like, "You got a cat?" I'm like, "Yeah, I have a cat."
You're such a cat
person. And he got
person.
shit talked by a 60-year-old man for like an hour.
Yeah,
you're the cat.
Oh. Yeah, your fucking old man fucking took me to task over that.
That's
hilarious.
He's
fucking so fun.
He fucking gaped me.
Wow.
Oh my god. It was so fucking funny. Pot liquor. Fucking pot liquors.
And your dad was like, you're like, boys, I'm over here killing shit. What are you doing? I'm like,
While he was actually dying.
Your dad's
God
a sick.
damn it.
Your dad is a sick ESO player, dude. Legit.
He actually is now.
He's fucking sick.
I've never played it.
Hey, Mike.
He's very high ranked
World
in
War
his
Z this week?
What's going on in World War Z?
Are we doing it this week?
Yeah, we'll do it finally. I'll play it.
Oh, you get it. It's on Game Pass. Brian,
Yeah.
you should
Well,
get
we need
it.
a 4-man
It's on Game Pass.
team.
I have it already. I downloaded it.
All right, let's do 4
Okay,
of
we
us.
got 4
We'll
right
do
now.
it.
I'm busy.
I leave.
Though. I gotta
I'm
wash,
going on a cruise this
I gotta
weekend.
wash my hair.
Where are you going to a cruise to, dude?
You guys are going to laugh at me. I'm going to
Alaska.
Haiti, Jamaica, and Mexico.
You're gonna get robbed.
Are
Get
you
robbed.
Are you?
Lock up your wallet.
Is there a destination in Florida in there too, Hoj?
Well, I mean, I leave out of Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You're dead. You're dead, white
Is this
boy.
a honeymoon cruise?
Oh, I mean, I thought everybody's getting married now.
Yeah.
Well, that's what all the cool kids are doing.
How else am I going to get into the States?
Yeah, that's fair.
This country's going to hell in a handbasket with this fucking government we got, and I need to get out. I'm going to get my Make America Great Again hat, show up to the border, and hope they let me in.
Hoj, I want you to tell Mike and Brian the story about Giggles. How we met her the first night.
So, back, I don't know, that would have been what, Modern Warfare?
I think it was Black Ops.
Either way, it was a Call of Duty. We used to get bombed. We'd sit there, play games, and it was one of the days we were waiting for it. Or it was one of the days where no one showed up, because we used to have like a group of like 16 guys that would play with us. And it was just Phil and I, and then some girl was on our team, and we were just, I don't know if we were just shit talking or what.
Yeah,
This girl's talking back to us, and she kept ending up in our lobby. That's what it was. She kept being on our team. And she ended up, Phil convinced her that I had a hook hand, and I was playing with a fucking hook. Like I was doing, like, I sucked at that game. And he's like, fuck you, hook hand, you handicap, blah, 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 blah. Just like belittling me. And we just played it up. She goes, wait, you actually don't have a hand? I'm like, yeah. Made her feel sorry for us. And then she ended up texting pictures of her in her fucking bra and panties.
Oh, that'll make your hand feel better.
And then she had huge knockers.
Of course.
And
they were massive.
So
instantly, Phil.
So do I.
Phil asks if her mom has big titties and tells her that he doesn't want to see her. He just wants to see her mom's titties. And yeah, it was good times.
Did you see her mom's titties?
No.
Was her mom's name Susan?
The funniest thing about this whole thing I remember is like when she sent the picture, her fucking bathroom mirror looked like a clown had a hay fever and sneezed all over it.
Oh.
There was multi-color of spots.
Yikes.
But the best part actually about all of this is we didn't even get the picture sent to us because we didn't know.
Smart.
So I got it sent to my brother's phone.
Oh, God.
And I got a call from my brother.
Meager.
And he's like, dude, you'll never guess what happened. And we're like, what? I'm like, did some girl just send you pictures of her like naked? Like, how'd you know? I'm like, because I gave her your number.
It'd have been even better if you got him sent to his phone and it caused him to get divorced or something. That'd have been great.
Well, it
Well, he
wasn't
wasn't
too much longer after that.
Yeah, it didn't take much longer after that, probably for the same reason.
That's terrible.
It's fine.
It's all fair. That's right.
And then fast forward fucking 10 years, I've actually met that chick.
Is she hot?
Yep.
Good. That's a moral of the story.
That's all that matters. That's what we were trying to get to.
She sounds
That's the
hot.
whole point.
We're getting married this weekend.
Are you really?
No, I'm not actually getting married. Fuck, come on now.
Are you
Let
gonna
it go.
Are you gonna go to the cruise? I thought you were going on a cruise here
I am going on a cruise.
with her.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not with her.
Maybe.
He's saying no to be cool, but yeah, she's going.
Yeah, he said maybe. Yeah, you think I don't know?
She's good shit, man. She's cool.
You see.
So the first time
Let's everyone Uncle Mike's just a drunk idiot, and then I end up being right. I end up being right every time.
He's right.
Every fucking time I'm right. Your Uncle Mike knows more. Uncle Mike worship
You're not
me.
wrong.
All right, go ahead.
You want me? So the first time Hodge came to the States, and he came back home, we're playing Xbox. He's like, dude, you know what I fucking love in the States? I'm all, what's that? He's all, Golden Corral. It's fucking amazing. I'm like, whoa, dude. What?
Yo.
He's like, yeah, it's so good.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
It is.
So many diseases.
The next time,
Coconuts came in for the first time in an hour. He's right.
The next time Stones is on the show, ask him about Golden Corral. He has a pretty good story about it.
I've been to a couple of them now.
Yeah.
The one in Orlando was good. The rest of them are fucking gross.
Well, I will tell you that I'm gonna spoil it. Stones, his story about Golden Corral involves a lot of vomit.
Just so you know. Most buffets like that do have lots of vomit.
Yeah, it's got a lot of vomit.
Now, we talked about the Ponderosa buffet.
I loved the Ponderosa.
And that was great. And they would have like the salad and everything next to the ice cream machine and just whatever. You got
like gravy in your salad.
Have you been to a Bonanza?
Yeah, before it was Ponderosa, yes.
Yeah,
Mike.
Bonanza was first.
Because you're old as fuck like me.
Yeah.
You know.
You could order a steak, too.
Oh, you get you a nice ribeye, and then upon the ribeye, you can tack on a buffet.
To get the buffet.
That's how a man eats.
Yep. That's what you loved about Ponderosa.
And my chest hurts right now just thinking about it.
Or Old Country Buffet.
My shit's clogging up.
Old Country Buffet was another big one.
Oh, yeah. Old Country Buffet.
Yeah.
Now, remember the large black man that we grew up with that worked there? And he gave us a warning about
that was
place.
Swedenhouse.
Swedenhouse, yeah.
Yeah, don't go there.
He's like, because we would talk about like we like eating there. He's like, Mike, I don't want you going there. I'm like, what? He's like, I don't want you going there. He goes, they piss on their dishes. I'm like,
they piss on their dishes.
What, LaShawn? His name was LaShawn.
Yeah.
6'6" black guy. He's like, don't go there, Mike. I like you. Don't go there. They piss on their dishes, man. I'm like, well, I won't go there then. If they piss on their dishes, I will not go there.
Yeah.
You went there.
No.
Not after that, no.
No. Before that, yes. Before that, lots. After that, no.
LaShawn ended up getting a pretty long prison sentence.
He did.
Speaking of
earlier you guys were talking about your neighbor Carl. Was that the fucked up dude?
What's it? Whoa.
There's so much talking.
Everybody talked at once. What happened? I will go with Hoejira. What did you say first?
Earlier today, you were talking about Frank's neighbor Carl. Is that dude that was really fucked up you've told me tons of stories about?
No.
Oh.
Coconuts, Mike, next. What did you say?
Phil needs to tell his getting pissed on story, probably. I think he said.
Dude, I have more stories than just one.
Okay. All I'm talking about is an African American that I went to school with. Actually, one of my only black friends, and he's in prison, or he was.
Yeah, but he warned us about the.
He warned us about the piss in the dishes.
Yeah,
at Swedenhouse.
Dish pissing.
All right. Go ahead, Phil. Tell your piss story.
Well, if you're going to get into that kind of stuff, you want to use a hotel as your sex and shack.
Ugh.
Because it's a fucking mess, first of all.
Well, if
you let them room service people deal with it.
Put like tarps down or something.
Nah, you doing a hotel. Who gives a fuck, man?
That's a good point,
You soak the shit out of everything.
Yeah, that carpet's probably already had enough piss and jizz and stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's been puked on shit on. Who gives a fuck?
So which hotels don't we want to go to?
Motel 6s.
Yeah.
Super 8s are pretty bad, too.
I didn't go to a Super 8.
Have you ever been to a Red Roof Inn?
Yeah, but that was for work, so I didn't piss in.
So no pissing. Okay.
Hey, speaking of...
any extended stays?
Yeah.
Yo, I extended stayed a lot.
Yeah.
So, Cytherea, who's one of my favorite porn stars, is from your home state, Phil, Utah. Yep. And she sprays all over the place.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think...
You know who else is from... You know other porn star has her roots from here, too?
I know all of them.
Bonnie Rotten.
Really?
Yeah.
I was thinking of... what was that one that had the gap tooth? What was her name?
Madonna?
Belladonna.
Yeah. She's also from Utah.
Yeah,
you guys churn them out. You guys churn them right out.
Yes, you're welcome.
All my faves are right from you.
Disgusting.
From you to me. Brian, why are you on your phone?
Brian is going to have to go home and take a shower.
No, I am because I'm sweating my ass off for some stupid reason. Probably getting sick. Or it could be that I'm fat.
Brian's
also.
got that pill sickness, yo. No.
For some reason, 300 pounds makes me sweat.
Yeah. I'm so much smaller than you at 297.
Oh, I mean, I'm like 306 or something.
I ain't that far off, dude.
I'm fat.
We're both dying.
6 pounds of its beard.
Clearly.
White beard.
Well, it's only a matter of time before one of you loses a foot to the beatus.
Surprisingly, I don't have diabetes.
Yeah, dude, they took my blood. This is the funny thing. Older than I've ever been, Phil. Fatter than I've ever been. Dying more than I've ever been. Perfectly clean blood. Not a thing.
I have a family history. I have my dad, both his brothers, and his mother all had diabetes. And I take after that side of the family. And I went in there and was like, nope, you're fine. My blood pressure was low. My cholesterol was a little high. But
you have a CPAP.
I don't have a CPAP.
I have a CPAP. I got it.
I do not have a CPAP.
Although right now, should do a challenge with each other and do that fucking snake diet.
No,
dude, I'm gonna have that. That motherfucker will starve me right down to 180 quick. 180.
Hey, Sean did the snake diet, right?
Did he really?
I think he did. I mean, he might eventually listen to this one of his cracked out tater sessions.
Wait, which one's a snake diet?
The one where you just don't eat. That's a snake diet.
I don't know if I've ever heard of that one.
You eat
it's
once a month.
Intermittent fasting. It's just the guy.
I don't know if that.
But he says intermittent fasting, but he pushes like if you're like our size, like me and Brian, he pushes 72s
and 96s in some cases. Fuck that shit.
72s is 3-day fast. Dude.
Intermittent fasting is like 8 hours on, 16 hours off. That's intermittent fasting.
I did it. I lost fucking 40 pounds in 2.5 months.
Did you do a 72?
You know how to calculate pounds.
I just wasn't hungry, man.
What do they use in Canada instead of pounds?
To eat. We use pounds.
Kilos.
They use kilos, yeah.
We use pounds.
Do you really?
If you're on your driver's license.
What were you at your absolute fattest?
I was at probably like 230.
Wow.
Oh, no, shit.
So I lost 50 because I dropped down to 180.
So if somebody asked me what my lightest is in the last 25 years, I would say 230. See, that's your heaviest. That's my lightest.
No, I got back to work and I couldn't fucking
I got to 260.
Eat hurt. I was out of breath walking through our building.
But Phil, you got like 3 or 4 inches on some of us, you know?
No, Brian, well, you're 6 foot.
Yeah.
I thought Phil was like 6'4".
Phil's 6'2", right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So Brian, he's Bobby's height.
He's Bobby's height, but okay, I got you.
But now, Hoge, like when you starved yourself out like that, did you just not eat for like 3 days at a time?
All I tried to do was just cut carbs and just like ate green vegetables and stuff like initially, and I wasn't hungry at all, and I had more energy than I had in probably like a decade.
Now, where are you at now? What's your diet? What do you do now at maintenance?
Me?
Yeah.
Nothing. I'm going to go on it again when I get back. All
right, but you're
not. I got a question for you, Hoge.
Word.
Are you still plugging cans like they're going out of style, or you quit?
Worse than ever.
Oh, see, mouth cancer.
Oh God, that's so
that affects appetite, though.
I wasn't chewing when I went on that either, though.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
that came after. I got probably one of the most stressful jobs that I could possibly have.
See, I've seen some of the intermittent fasting, like I said, the 8 hours of eating and then 16 off, that kind of stuff work for people. Maybe something like that, but I'm not going 3 days without eating. You can F that.
You don't have to.
F that and it's B right now.
Just cut your carbs, man, and then
that's the hardest part, though. Carbs are delicious.
Yeah, pizza's made of carbs.
Pizza, any kind of bread, sauce. Fucking potatoes.
I like not.
I am
being able
Irish.
To breathe,
I cannot
I
live
like
without
not being able to
potatoes.
go up the flight of stairs. It's cool.
Irish people love potatoes. It's a fact.
Coconuts, Mike.
What's up?
And whiskey.
What you at? Weight. What's your weight?
I don't know, 190.
Now, do they make you
hit the fatty clip?
You still running?
Huh? Not as much as I used to. I don't do fucking shit now. But that's probably going to bite me in the ass here shortly, so
Why should someone be gay?
Well,
those clips are awesome. They can hear those drops, right?
No, they can't hear them.
No.
Oh, God. That ruins everything.
I'm totally insulting you with drops.
Yeah,
Bad.
you guys don't even know you're getting insulted. It's so hard. This insulting's hot right now.
I'm a millennial. I get offended by everything.
Yeah.
Oh, God, one of those.
You're barely a millennial, though. Really.
Coconuts
You're
is a
not,
boomer,
really.
so.
No, I'm smack dab in the middle of it, man.
Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah. He's a total.
I'm barely even a Gen Xer.
No, you're totally a Gen Xer, Mike.
Yeah.
You fucking older than me.
I was born
He's
in
not very
78.
intelligent.
The cutoff's at 81.
No,
the cutoff ain't 81.
They keep on changing that shit. Trust it. It's somewhere. It's not 81.
81 is, dude. That's 3 years after I was born. 4 for you. That's well within.
Oh, he's getting mad.
Well,
He's getting his math wrong.
I want to have my fucking blood pressure cuff on now. See where I'm at.
They keep on trying to make these generation things shorter. That
We're
would
going to
make.
have Frank come over to really blow it up.
Oh yeah, Frank just texted me. He's coming over.
He ain't coming.
No,
over.
Frank never texts me. Fuck
He
that.
ain't coming. Frank is ass up, hangover drunk right now.
No, Frank is totally playing Monster Hunter. Bad.
He's watching hentai porn.
Frank plays Monster. He had today off. He has been playing Monster Hunter since a million years.
Oh, you just made me think of something. This is technically a video game podcast. You know the Xbox?
No, we ain't.
That xCloud streaming thing you can do on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that like a week and a half ago, and I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
I can play the
thanks.
beta. I can play the beta on my phone. I only played 2 games so far. I need to get that clip.
So mad.
What are you talking about? What can you do with your phone?
You can stream your games from your Xbox console on your phone, so you can pick up where you left off.
And he hasn't
How
done
do you control it?
You can hook up a
controller to your Android.
Yeah, with the Bluetooth.
We can't do it because we have iPhone.
Yeah, I'm an Android user.
iPhones can't. But I was talking to Dr. Dangler, a.k.a. Phil, the other day.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah,
I would like to be able to play all my games without having to turn around. Because I'm sitting here looking at my iMac, and I don't have to turn around and look at Brian or my screen.
Yeah.
I want to just look right where I'm looking right now.
He wants a 600-pound life at right there.
I want my back to fucking, my back fat to fuse this fucking chair.
The controller's
right now.
stuck to your fat.
Yeah.
I played Killer Instinct on my phone, and I'm pretty sure I'm better than Morgan already. So,
yeah,
We're going to combine
You're
you with
definitely better than
orders
Frank.
by strange addiction.
Coconuts, go ahead, speak it.
So we're going to combine you with 600-pound life orders.
That's yeah,
we should
probably.
So, how hard is it to like read text and stuff when you play it on your phone? I mean, I got Phil, what size of TVs do we got? 55s or 60?
60.
So I got a 60-inch TV, and I can't even read the fucking writing on that thing.
Well, you might need glasses. Then,
Well, the Play Anywhere initiative is to look at your iMac, iPad, phone screens.
Whatever device you have.
Yeah.
Now,
I will say that.
I have bad vision, but if you can't read the text on your fucking phone, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, you can't.
No, I can read on my phone. It's on the TV.
No, you can't. You just said something.
He said couldn't read
You
on
just
TV.
said you can't. Don't lie to me.
He said a 60-inch TV.
Don't lie.
But it is.
Check that cuff.
I will give you that. Some of the text is a little hard to read on the phone when you're streaming. When you're playing that xCloud beta.
Let's check this out.
Well, you can't get it unless you have an Android phone.
I do.
Oh, what kind of phone? What brand?
LG
Brand,
G7.
say it.
Oh, you got the same phone as me.
Yeah, fucking best phone on the market, bud.
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, my son's got the G8, and actually, I kind of like that too. But you have to sign up, and then they pick you eventually for the beta. It's a beta thing that's going on for the next 5 or 6 months.
Oh, I'm Canadian. They never let us do that kind of shit.
No, Canada. No, you're right. It wasn't Canada. It was United States, United Kingdom, and the good Korea that isn't Kim Jong-un. Whatever one that is.
South. It's always the South.
It's the South, yeah. It's
back to South.
South Korea, which also is where that's where LG is made too, I believe, in Korea. So,
yeah.
So that's why. But yeah, you're Canadian. You can't do it. I can, and I've only done it twice.
Truth.
So just
to be honest, I'd probably actually never use it.
Like I said, I've had a week and a half. I didn't even mention it to Mike, and he wanted me to. He said if I ever got it, I should talk about it in the air. I'm like, yeah, that'd be great, and I just completely forgot. You need a clip though, because there's a clip you can buy that goes on the top of your Xbox controller that your phone fits into, so it turns into a handheld device.
So it looks like the NVIDIA Shield or whatever it was.
Yeah, kind of like the Shield, yeah. And but it's just an option. It's like a $15 clip you can buy. It goes right to the top, and then phone goes in it. And because I was trying to do it, like just set it on a table and play it, I'm like, fuck this shit. I want it. It didn't work right. And they have a selection of games you can play on that, besides the games you have on your console, like Killer Instinct's one of them, then Ace Combat 7, I think, and a few other games. But cool. It looks good. The graphics are clean. But
so there's only a small window of games that they offer on that?
No, you can play your own games also. So if you have, if you want to play the only game I've played lately is Outer Worlds. So if you want to play Outer Worlds from your console onto your phone, you can do that too. But if you want to play non-console games, stuff you haven't downloaded yet, they have a selection of stuff that you can just exclusively stream from there. Yeah. It's interesting. It's just beta.
How much time have you spent on it?
17 or 18 minutes.
So nothing drastic?
No. Like I was saying, I was doing laundry and stuff, and like I was waiting for something to finish up. I'm like, I'll stand here and play a game.
That is 17 or 18 minutes longer than I have. So yeah. I got to give him a little.
But it seemed all right then, huh?
Yeah, I mean, but I was in my house, and I was literally like directly below my router, so I was probably just getting a really good signal right there.
I was listening to their various comparisons, and
it's definitely better than Stadia, I'll tell you that.
The Stadia versus the xCloud, just in the beta phase. The xCloud uses way less. They use way less like gigs and megs bandwidth and all that per session versus Stadia. Way more longevity, way more titles, way more everything. Go with the xCloud if you're going to do it.
I heard the Stadia's having issues.
Bad issues.
Yeah, they're having tons of issues.
Really bad.
I haven't heard a good thing about it.
Nope.
Not a thing.
Everybody that pre-ordered their...
Yeah, pre-orders and they didn't even get it in time.
They got the console. They didn't get the codes to activate them.
Yeah.
Because we got to be honest, guys. We can do the whole PS4 versus Xbox versus...
Stadia.
Mac versus Stadia versus whatever. Doesn't matter.
Commodore 64.
PC, Commodore 64, Atari, doesn't matter. In about 10 years, we are going to be gaming on our phone or whatever.
Yep.
That's where it's going.
Fucking chip implanted.
No, I'm going to be...
You're going to be dead.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Coconuts. We're going to have a chip in our brain. We're going to be gaming in our brain.
I want it to be like the movie Gamer, where we control ex-cons and we get to murder people for real.
It's called the CIA.
Yeah.
We do that.
But I want that, the fun version, where you murder people.
We're seriously, everything's going to the cloud. I've said this since the only thing consistent about this podcast, and we've flip-flopped on a lot of things and had to correct ourselves. But the one thing since the beginning that I have always stated, everything is going to the cloud. We're going to the cloud. Everything's going to the cloud.
Mike invented the cloud.
Cloud.
He invented it.
I didn't invent it. I invented the
internet.
Yeah, like Al Gore, me and Al Gore. And we're going to the cloud. everything we do is going to the cloud. Your consciousness.
Oh my
is going
God,
to the
that's
cloud.
exactly what I was going to say. I said, and you stopped me, and you said consciousness.
Who you are right now will be in the cloud forever.
Oh, my consciousness.
Poor FBI agent listening to Phil.
Yeah.
I want my consciousness.
I went through a handful of them, I'm sure.
Here's what I want. When my consciousness goes to the cloud, it's just my consciousness, right? The body I can do I can have a new bigger dick replaced. So I'm my own consciousness with a bigger dick. Can I do that?
Sure.
It's not worth it.
You can be Phil.
I don't want to be Phil in any way, shape, or form.
Well, that's how you get it, buddy.
I want me with a foot-long dick.
Well, I don't know about foot long. Scares women away sometimes.
All right, 9-inch. 9.
Yeah, let's do 9.
9.
You know.
For Veronica Vaughn.
Veronica Vaughn.
That Veronica
Me
Vaughn.
and Veronica Vaughn. She came all over the place when I put it in.
We got it on.
Yeah, that's it.
Did you?
Came in you came on floor?
I don't. Yeah.
So I was watching the YouTube last night because I do that before I go to bed.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
And some dude went through Outlands or Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
In 12 minutes.
I just read that.
Why?
That is ridiculous.
He speed ran it in 12 minutes. And they had the developers watching it and doing the commentary over it. They're like, how? I didn't know that was even possible. How
That's
did this
awesome,
guy do
actually.
this? And apparently, if you set your character up to be stupid, you can do that.
Oh,
I didn't get higher than level 7.
That is endoplasmic reticulum.
For me, that's a vanity thing. Like when I make my characters in those type games, I can't make them stupid because I don't think I'm a genius, but I know I'm not stupid. So I automatically make my character. One of the things I make sure is that they're smart.
Their intelligence is high.
Their intelligence is high.
Yeah.
They're smart and stuff.
Oh, since we're all Xbox people here,
are we going to run out of time?
We're getting close.
Okay.
Rust.
There's a time
limit.
Rust
Rust is coming to Xbox.
Is it?
Rust.
What is?
Rust.
Rust.
So what the fuck is that? My kid keeps saying this shit.
It's a PC game that PC people really like. I don't even know what it's about, but we're gonna have it. That's all.
Oh, Rust.
Rust.
I don't know what that is.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna end the show because I'm so drunk I can't even talk.
I'm sweating like a pig.
And Brian's dying of a heart attack.
It's not even hot in here.
You guys are dying to some kind of way.
Everybody's dying.
Heart attack.
We're all
old,
dying.
Dementia. We got it all here at Radio
This Tom
Underground.
Petty video's been going on for 17 minutes. What's going on?
Boys, thank you for coming on.
Hey, before you put this off there, what was the final score in that hockey game tonight?
What hockey game? There was no hockey game.
It didn't happen. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure I saw 6.
No, shut up. I'm muting you.
No, that was a replay from last year.
Mute.
They played a charity game.
I muted the sound. Oh, they're not here. It's just me and Brian now.
There was no hockey game tonight.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to